Hello, and welcome to the Root Winter Tournament 2023 Round 2 Losers Bracket Game 3. I see why Guerric gets caught up on that every time. My name is Lily. Joining me today is Luke. And then we've got some great players. We've got PowrThru,
Hello.
Mutuca,
Hello.
XD Waffles,
Hi.
and LoveShard.
Howdy, howdy.
All right. Well, you guys are free to take it away. Good luck and have fun.
All right.
All right.
So,
The coup has finally happened. We did it. We kicked him out. I have control over nothing though. Oh yeah, this is going to be a bloodbath, and I'm here for it. Ooh, winter map. Always good.
Where can we see the turn order?
Oh,
I think up at the top right, the colors.
Yeah, it should be in the top right corner.
yeah, there's definitely some pretty interesting groupings.
Yeah, it's just in order top to bottom, right?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Luke, talk some more.
I'm picking first as and I was between so many things, but I genuinely think just taking moles off the table is just the right play with my hand.
Ooh, again.
I want to play something else, but yeah, I'm gonna take moles off the table because I think it's just safer to keep them off for higher seats.
Okay.
I don't know if they can hear you, Luke, so you might have to repeat that story again, but we're working on it.
Like this.
Now, there's an imaginary Luke right now, apparently.
My computer's freaking out.
Yep. Next person.
And Garrick's computer is freaking out. So it's just me now. So Pat picking moles, very interesting choice because Pat was
Okay, I believe that's me, right?
Pat missed the win in round 1 with the moles.
All right, I'll be taking Erie.
So I do think that that's going to be a very interesting moment.
Right now.
All right. I think we might have fixed Luke, potentially.
Hello, everyone. Can everyone hear me?
Yeah, we definitely fixed Luke.
Yay. Hi, everyone. I'm here. What you all couldn't hear me say is that I walked through this draft with Pat multiple times, different drafts like this, and Pat chose moles quite often. He believes in the strength of the faction. He's going to go for it.
By 4
He believed in it so much he lost with it before.
plus homelands away from you, right, Moles?
Yeah, 4 to 7. Four at the bottom, and then 7 is good.
This is super interesting for Erie because they actually have a good suit distribution for not getting screwed on movement on winter. If they start in the center.
Yeah, no, super true. But we also
They go left.
It looks like we're 2 away from any other faction for fighting purposes if we want to go charismatic off the bat. So that's definitely something to take into consideration, that we might not have anybody setting up necessarily near us.
Yeah, if they have a good opening hand that has at least either another fox or another mouse, they can get kind of through these choke points.
Yes, absolutely.
I've had good luck on this map as birds, and I've had terrible luck on this map as birds. Ooh, it looks like we are going charismatic.
All right, I think
Okay.
that's it for me.
What is interesting is if you had gone the middle and you knew at least either Lord of Hundreds or Keepers had to be chosen, you had probably a decent shot of getting to them. Maybe.
Oh, but we got an adventurer.
Ooh, we have an adventurer.
So that's definitely going to be... I like adventurer. He's an adorable little owl.
I do too. I think the interesting thing will be if Lord of Hundreds is chosen here, they get a chance at items before the adventurer by moles and also by Erie. So it really just depends on where the Lord of Hundreds, if they're chosen, gets set up.
Yeah, but we also don't know what the adventurer has in their starting hand, and starting with that hammer could be real powerful.
And a T. Don't do what I did, people. It doesn't go well. Tinkerer cannot save you if you don't do that.
I need.
But yeah, I like Adventure is a very cool vagabond. It's not
Never know how to do that.
chosen enough, but it's so good with the fact to improvise. If you can do that well, you can really score some quests.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we do need to see what the quests are. That will be a very crucial component.
We'll see if we remember them. We might just choose not to. It's
I
happened.
completely forget.
It has happened before.
What is also nice for the adventure is that
Wood.
you have a complete, like, you have all suits for those starting ruins. So crafting should be much easier in regards to thinking through that.
Mm-hmm.
Probably does.
Oh, that's where the deck goes. Ooh, these are some good quests.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
No,
wait,
no,
we're
no, no,
about to
no,
do
no, 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 don't do it!
Oh no.
Slots for quests.
No, there's not.
Oh,
Right, there's only 3.
good job, Pat.
Just make sure we shuffle that so we don't know what's on top anymore.
Okay, so we got a logistics help, so a boot and a bag, a
Draken,
tea and a
welcome.
boot, and 2 swords. The double sword's gonna be tough for the adventurer.
But logistics help isn't a bad early quest.
No, that's not bad whatsoever. They just need to get a bag from the ruins, and they can maybe get it round 1 if they are lucky. So they got 2 chances.
The map automatically. I think it will do.
It'll spawn the ruins when we are done this, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right, now we're back up to PowrThru for the final pick, left with only Marauders factions.
See you, Corey.
I would say
don't think PowrThru
Keepers
was
feel-
happy throughout this.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I don't know. Keepers seat 1 with only Eerie and only moles. Ooh, this is a racing game, folks. I think. If
I wouldn't be surprised. Now, I have a little bit of background
There.
on PowrThru,
Go around.
okay.
and he does not like Keepers in Iron.
Oh,
At all.
Ooh,
It is, yes.
that is interesting.
Yeah, like, yeah. So, but this is also the second time he's picked Keepers in Iron in the tournament. So, I don't know. Maybe we're just drawn to the things we hate.
It's so interesting because it's not like it's a bad warlord setup. They'd be on the east side of the map. They'd have pretty open. Yeah, like you might lose some items, but like what we saw, especially on like my game the other day, and just with Winter,
Yep.
if you can section off that half of the map, you can just score consistently and have a good, strong game because of that.
I think the Vagabond might have been a deterrent. The moles just existing can also be a deterrent just because you don't know where they're going to pop up and be annoying.
Yeah. What will be very interesting is to see. So with all this setup,
So farthest away from
it looks like our birds are going to have to rush north and fight the moles.
not adjacent. Right.
And so keepers might have an eastern edge that is just by themselves.
It's definitely
Currently.
possible. One thing the Vagabond has to be aware of is not positioning themselves to be hit, though.
Yes. Vagabond goes to 11 or 9, they are getting whacked.
DJ Think, thank you for the 100 bits.
Now we hit start.
Yep.
All right.
Draft our hands.
Oh, we hit start before drafting the hands. Classic mistake. I'm just kidding. It doesn't actually matter.
Over the mower, I agree. It's like the Mona Lisa. The adventurer's eyes are always watching you, no matter which way you look on the overlay. That's what Guerric wanted.
Specifically programmed in to make sure that it happened upon request. I will say, Luke, it is a little weird not looking like to my left to talk about things. Like, I'm just so used to turning left to discuss things, and
You
you're
can turn
not
left to
basically
discuss
there.
things. I just won't be there. You can keep doing that if it's natural to you. I bet Guerric can mouth the words I'm saying as I say them.
Oh, perfect. In perfect sync. All right. The survival horror for the adventure people.
And it has a little. It's got to be that like older person, younger person survival adventure horror. So who would be the small person, Lily? Who'd be the small meeple?
I mean, clearly it's the Keepers in Iron, and then the the Arbiter is the big one. He was the leader of them all.
Yep.
And here.
All right. So we've got doubling camp. Always good to see.
Always good to see.
Classic opening.
Really good crafting if Badgers want to do it early. Lots of crafting that could occur.
I'm not going to recruit yet. Okay, then.
No really need to recruit when you're by yourself across the map, I think.
No, ideally they're going to be able to put at least 2 cards in, if not 3, into their retinue and get started really quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Here.
It's rudimentary. It's not Guerric. Luke is talking. I'm here. There might be a Guerric somewhere in the vicinity.
I'm sorry, his soothing voice is not here to please the audience.
Yeah.
Just my ratchety voice.
And battle and delve. Battle and delve.
Oh,
Oh.
keep losing.
This.
Oop.
See.
So they're battle and delving. They could battle and delve to pull it down to 3. Oh, this could be a risk if they're going north.
Do this forest here.
Okay.
The dragon, Luke, is not LoveShard. Luke is Luke. LoveShard is Pat. There's a bit of rivalry going between Luke and Pat in my mind.
So no battle
For
and
forever. But it's been
So.
great.
And then flip this. So I rule 3, so that's good.
Okay, so we
Okay.
are pulling it down to 3.
And then
Okay.
We don't have rule, though, to safely
We
delve
my move.
or recover.
To be honest, there could be an argument to move to no, because you'd have to lose one. So what? Yeah, that's good. Moving that back gives you some more protection. And
Both.
honestly, all you gotta do the next turn is just move something to 8,
Mm-hmm.
which is it looks like what they're setting up for is
Yeah, we're taking everything
Ooh.
back.
interesting. I kind of would have kept something in 12 because that gives you the ability to recover the tablet between 12, 8, and 3 and pull that back easily without having to worry about it. But they might have enough moves with what they add to do it.
Mm-hmm. Corey, very like talker, trying to hear.
Yes.
I haven't turned up as much as possible.
Okay. Rhino Saboteurs to move.
Finally. It's better.
Yes.
Ooh, a coins is now in the battle delve column.
Potentially. We're still okay. Yep. Nope.
Nope. It got moved. Move and recover.
We shifted. The dragon. I also would have loved a lizards game, but unfortunately, Guerric won't always give me what I want, which is all lizards all the time. Just want a game of all lizards. Be great. Fox, interesting. Are we in, I think we're mostly in bunny right now, so I don't know if Fox is gonna get us, but
It's kind of it's an odd one, honestly. It's not bad if the future
yeah.
but what you're doing is you're pretty much just saying I'm running to 9 and burning it to get something. Like that's all
Yeah.
you're doing with that.
9 or potentially 6.
And one
Although
of the
6
hardest,
I feel like you don't really need to go to because you're that big
No.
that big one's access from anything.
yeah, maybe you're thinking that the moles might set up in that double slot and you're like, I'm gonna fight there in the future.
Maybe.
Ooh. Adventures in
What do you
9.
mean?
Interesting place to start. It's not on either end of the chain, but I guess everything's kind of connected there.
What
Ooh.
is interesting is they just got a sword,
We're
which
pokey.
means that if Eerie battles them now, they can immediately go hostile before
I will craft myself a crossbow.
being aided.
Oh, we're going real pokey. We decided
my.
we want throwing sticks and hand sticks.
Yes.
Okay. So no first turn T-craft as I had anticipated, but we don't have anyone fighting us for items right now either. So
No,
we're not
it's-
necessarily in danger of that.
Oh yeah.
That is the nice thing. When you don't have another vagabond or a warlord, that threat and the mistakes of not getting your hammer when you should have don't happen.
See, I will just in case move away from 90.
Yeah. We are going to run away.
Making my recruit harder, or my decree harder.
Yeah.
I honestly kind of wish we had started the delve in, or
I will rest you.
exploring the ruins in 12, just so we were even farther away from the Eerie.
Oh yeah.
Eerie now has a choice between the Vagabond and the Moles, and I would have preferred to not give them that choice.
If you had
Did we
started
forget to
12,
draw?
you
Yeah, we definitely forgot to draw.
I
yeah.
will add protection racket.
Hey,
And
look, the other
yeah, Johnny's
coins.
fun.
my decree.
Wow, we've already
Wow.
lost 2 coins in turn 1.
Yeah, we are locking up crafts right now.
3 and 4.
All right, let's see. Okay, so we're definitely... Oh, no, we can go either way still. It still doesn't know which way we're going. We have not indicated anything.
Be moving 5 warriors. Let's see.
So the interesting thing about where the Vagabond is, if they had done 12, like you said, they could have actually gone to 3 and then aided the Badgers, which obviously helps the Badgers, but
Oh, we got the
it
card.
they would have less chance of getting hurt.
I'll be using Fox Partisans to move.
Okay.
To 10.
It looks like moles are
Nice.
getting hit first.
I see where you're going.
And Pat immediately starts talking.
Towards Badgers, you don't need to come smack those moles. This is what happened in my last game. My wasn't able to help at all. All I could do is race. If you kill my moles, I won't be able to do anything. If you
Partial truth is the best
Pat,
truth.
them right now
Pat, I adore you.
already.
But you pick moles, you put a target on your back.
I'm so sorry, but I have to battle somebody, so it's either you or
Yeah, I
Adventure.
know. Look, I know, and I understand that. I mean, if you're gonna do it, don't hit me with more than 3 at least. Like don't eliminate all of them, because if you 3-0 it, then I'm just gonna race and not care about the board state.
Oh, Pat.
It is funny because
You could go doing that. If you send a big army there, it just kind of screws what he wants to do with this too. He wants a second mouse, and the other 2 are over here. So he's gonna have to burn a card to do it. That's my
I'll
argument.
probably be heading there on my next turn.
It's
Don't
too
worry, I'll
late.
take-
He's already gonna get it.
Yeah, no, I get that. I'm sorry, I've lost so many games to moles.
Yeah.
that's one of the things Pat and I talked
I
about.
won't go as heavy as I was going to.
That's one of the hardest things is you don't know what people's prejudices are against other factions in a game.
Oh, absolutely.
And so people play things differently. And
All right, so I'll be moving to 10
that can quickly change the dynamic of what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
with protection racket, and then we'll be
Absolutely.
battling in 1. Would you like to play an ambush?
No.
Sorry,
But
man.
he'll be sad.
Should have gone despot. You guys are all so far away from me.
Yeah, this is also a little bit of a rough start for the
Sorry.
Eerie because...
You sent 1 warrior. You didn't need to send everything. Like, this was
Oh, Pat.
killing 3 moles. This
What
Is the right decision. It's the 100% right
It is.
decision.
It is. And the thing is, Pat knows this. Pat knows this. He is lying through his teeth. I lie through my teeth when I'm playing. Sometimes it's like
it still kills the
you
Pat
have
has-
to do it.
I have to spend an action.
Pat has trusted me not to trust anyone.
Katari, I do agree. Leaving 1 bird in 10 would have been nice for a future build.
I already passed that step, so do not score any victory points.
It would have been nice. It would have definitely been nice to have a build first turn, but with the charismatic leader, that was definitely going to be
That's my
difficult to
turn.
achieve. Hey, Switchbang.
Hard thing about, or actually, the good thing for Eerie is they got to a bunny, so they almost have access to every suit
We
now.
have no sway.
Almost, yeah.
We reveal 3 cards. We sway Bridget. Sort.
Master Engravers.
Why does Pat only have 2 warriors in the burrow? Oh, we moved. Okay.
yeah. Well, it was
That makes
2
sense.
words
We had
in the
to move for
burrow,
Bridget.
and then we lost 3, and we had our 2 and 6, so that should be all of them.
Yeah, that makes
And
sense.
so yep. Remember, Lily, there were 3 moles slain.
Moles are easy at the
I wish I
beginning.
could go that fast.
Moles are extremely easy at the beginning.
Not gonna encamper.
What I could see happen for Pat is he maybe starts moving. He tries to limit his losses, starts pulling things off the board as much as possible because he's already taken those 3.
Possible.
I'm not gonna craft. I'm gonna act with my retinue. So
Okay, no crafting for the Badgers. They're all kind of going pretty quickly, if I'm being honest.
Yep.
and a move.
Okay, 2 moves. We did it.
Battle and delve with my bird here, so no battle.
Ooh, not picking out the moles, which
No.
could have been. Ooh, only a 1.
No.
Oh, that's rough. If that had been a 3, oof.
Recover with my bird here.
Honestly, I would have moved a single badger from 3 over to 8 and got the 2. Leave the 1. You could use that 1 later on.
2 and lose my.
We're burning. No, we're just gonna burn the coins.
So I personally am not a fan of burning things early. I think you need to keep them until you get around 9,
You're
8
a
to 9
hoarder.
at least.
Got it.
I am a hoarder, but I have been there. The worst thing that happens as badgers is when you're later on, you're like, wow, I wish I could have had actions when you don't have actions.
Mm-hmm.
Off the land.
Did they give themselves their points? Yes.
Katara, yes.
So-
Hoarding is thematically the point of badgers. All right, so we are replacing the card, so that's good. Ooh, and another bird. Wow, that's a lot of birds.
Honestly,
we got some good draws.
We do have some good draws. I don't know if I would have actually probably put that ambush in the move recover, just for the fact that you can, like, you're not facing a lot of pressure, even maybe a battle, and unless they're planning on like a run across the board, grab stuff, run back.
Mouse.
But
I will explore here.
I will say it's interesting, just real quick before we go on to the adventure, we actually locked up 2 swords in the retinue right now.
Yep.
Which is
There's a lot of,
very
if we're
fun.
thinking about like balancing, currently Vagabond's being balanced because there's a lot of stuff locked up, and the moles are not, a lot of points are off the table right now, being locked up in the decree and the retinue.
All right, so we crafted a bag, got a boot from the ruin. Still no tea. And this is the clearing to craft tea.
Yep.
I would feel.
We do get a bag, which means we could right now get this logistics help quest.
Oh, that's a good point. But that would put us over satchel limit.
Make the mouse quest. Logistic help.
We still need to exhaust the boot and the boot that we destroyed.
Yes, we have to do. There's something missing.
Still have to exhaust the channels.
Okay, Pat got it.
Okay.
Love to see some questing.
I will say it's interesting is that, let's say you lost a boot here. You could have moved away from 8. You still have a chance to get hit by the Eerie right now.
1 card. And that's it.
But we couldn't have logistics helped if we'd moved.
No.
Well,
if
yeah,
we had damaged, if we had still used the bag, we'd had to lose something. Probably not worth it, but just depends on if you get hit a lot.
Oh, thank you.
No problem.
Pat is
All right, I'll be adding orbit planners to my build column.
Okay.
Glad to see. Always love some building.
I'll be recruiting in 4.
Yeah, they're going over to hit that vagabond here. That's the only thing they can do.
Yeah, sharing the love of hitting.
Yep.
Always a good sign.
I'll move from 4.
The thing that's interesting currently is that if badgers stay too much on the right side.
Hey, Billy.
Or they
Oh my gosh.
partisans and 9 to 8 with protection racket. And I'll battle in 8. Would you adventure? Would you like to play ambush?
The adventure is not undefended. We have a sword, which is good, I guess.
Mutaka, would you like to ambush?
Oh, we also didn't draw our quest.
I'm sorry, did you say no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Said no. Yes, I said no.
You know, actually would have been interesting. What happened currently, it's something to think about. We damaged a boot. And we could have actually damaged our sword.
We
so
could
we
have
didn't
if
go
we
hostile.
wanted to not avoid, but I have a feeling we were hoping the sword might be a deterrent.
Building in 1.
One day we'll get a new quest.
One day.
Billy, I felt like we just didn't need him. I thought we were good without him.
All right, so I scored 1 point. Really chasing after you guys. And then I'll draw 1 card, and that is the end of my turn.
Setting up a strong decree, though.
Bird song, we get them all.
It is.
We're gonna recruit twice.
Pat is still sounding sad.
But Pat has not been pressured. Pat could have been pressured in 2 and had a lot tougher of a
Pat could have been sadder. That's true.
Deer.
Instead of a move, we got a recruit in, so that's definitely gonna be crucial later on.
I'm gonna bring one back into the burrow.
Okay.
As I thought, there's a good chance that he was just gonna protect himself,
We're gonna forgo
limit what he needed.
Evelyn, why isn't Pat sad is the real question.
just get Mare for 2.
Pat is sad because Pat picked moles and put a target on his back and then was sad people actually went after the target is effectively what I'm thinking.
Evelyn, don't feel pity.
I'm done.
You know the truth.
All right, very classic turn. We just kind of brought everything back, got the mayor out, get our action economy up. Even if we're saying we refuse to interact with said action economy.
The one worry I have for birds is if birds don't have, if they let's say they've been dealt all foxes here, and Vagabond moves away, they probably won't because they need to get more items. But if Vagabond moves to 12, let's say, birds actually could not be able to battle anyone.
It's possible. The fox clearings distribution's actually a little bit rough with only foxes in the move column. We might need to get a bird in there just to stabilize it. Oh, encamping up in 2.
Okay.
Underleveled. I'm so happy you're caught up. Welcome. I'm here without a Guerric. Interesting.
And with a conscience.
I feel like I would have preferred to see a statue, but I don't think that's a possibility with that way station.
Yeah,
Oh, crafting. Yeah.
what is interesting is,
Crafting. Nope.
yeah,
not recruiting.
sadly, that's not. It honestly is an argument maybe to start to pull one of your other way stations off. Because if that was a statue, you easily could just be pulling in 2. That top
Tunnels!
forest is so big.
Tunnels!
Oh,
All right,
the
I'm done
monster
yelling.
tunnels.
Honestly, Tunnels is such an interesting card for the Keepers in Iron. I kind of love it. I didn't think I would the more I thought when I first thought about it, but now I'm here for it.
If they can get over to the other side, it would be. This is the map where it will matter. I don't like going north because if you can run south or start prepping south, you could be doing some crucial parts to help your game out.
If you didn't catch what I was doing there. So tunnels there. And I've got one more move. I think I'm going to forgo that for now.
A part of me wants Cora to have moved from 6 to 5, just this way we have 3 mice to help recover any relics that we might get from this delve.
Yep. Because currently we have only 1 fox.
I guess it's either a 1 or a 3 since we already recovered the 2, so it's not really gonna matter too much.
Yeah.
Nope.
All right.
Choose to use.
We are attacked. Oh no!
Ooh, that's good for Pat.
Delve.
Oh, I forgot that. I also forgot that we do have a fox recover, so it's probably why we're.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand. I accept.
And then
So it looks like we're.
for the fox.
I mean,
Oh,
even if you're not going to delve, I would still battle.
Second action anyway.
we're gonna forego it.
You should battle those moles no matter what. You don't need to get the item.
You had to use.
Or
the
use-
one there.
Yeah, that's right.
But you could fight the moles right now and cause Pat's game to slow down.
Now.
Mm-hmm. I feel
Because
like I
remember,
would
it's
have done
battle
it just
made
because
delve.
there was a 50-50 chance of it being a 1. But then again, I guess having 2 3s is also risky. Oh!
That is true.
I mean,
Oh!
you can't recover them. I feel like you're taking on so much liability.
You don't have to. It's a May delve. It's a May.
We're thinking.
One more. It says I may battle and then I may delve.
Yeah, but like if I ambushed you here, you just risk losing all 3. I'm so like,
I'm gonna have to live off the land eventually anyway.
I'm gonna deal with it eventually anyway. I might as well do it now.
no, I don't ambush.
Okay.
I support this 100%. This is sorry, Pat, but was a good. That was well done.
The mole had a knife.
Yep. But that you're slowing
Badger's life
moles
is
down.
cheap. We're fighting.
That's so true. The thing is, badgers are one of those factions that can get into moles early before moles
Like you said.
can handle it, and it helps badger's engine ramp up.
It's true.
Yeah, while I'm up here.
We're doing it anyway.
Ooh,
Oof.
I don't know if I agree with that. But you did knock out most of the moles. I could see Pat on a vengeance play go to 6 and fight like crazy though.
We still can move out of there. We could just like run.
That is true. We could run. Run to 2 and lose 1.
We could run to 2, and then we could go from 2 to 3, or from 2 to 7.
Here.
Mm.
Yep.
Lots of running. But that's the movement of the badgers.
Well, nope, that's only one move because of tunnels.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. That's crazy. Wow.
Yeah, so we have a lot of flexibility right now because of those tunnels.
We do.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and recover with this and lose my.
Okay, so we're gonna just leave it in 6 and maybe let Pat just take his revenge.
Yep. The thing about it on the winter map, though, you aren't punished as much when you lose a relic. It's a lot easier to access them because of the 2 center clearings compared to any other map.
Absolutely.
Like, there is like no bad, like it's bad force for any one to place it, not bad for the badgers.
I would agree with that.
And that should be my turn.
All right, so we put one more. We were able to replace that bird in move and recover.
Nice.
Which I agree with. If you're able to replace something like that, then it makes the burning not that hard, and you're not getting a lot of pressure on you right now. So you're able to do a little skinnier of a retinue.
And Evelyn brought up a good point. Incentivizing moles to leave the burrow might be a win at this point.
That is true.
All right, so we go on up to 12. We're exploring. Is it the hammer? It is!
That is very good.
All right, we got 2 hammers now. I really think we can kind of get our engine really rolling.
We still don't see a T yet.
Still
though.
no T, though.
And as someone who did not have a T for much, it's crazy how much you're just going off of effectively a one-off of powers and then barely making it by.
Okay, so it looks like we're just recovering damaged items. And Riley, yeah, it's me and Luke, the disembodied voice of Luke. There's also a Guerric hand lingering in the background somewhere. Did we? We craft rabbit partisans. Okay.
Guerric entered turmoil. He was deposed.
We've established that Luke was an imaginary
That is
friend.
also true. They have not ever met me in person, so that is not. I might not be real.
That's fair.
Oh, you crossbowed.
So I will not be hostile with the crossbow. Okay.
You will be hostile with the crossbow.
No, you'll be hostile if you use the crossbow. That's what you want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will do that.
Yeah, if that's what you want to
Ooh.
do, that works. I just thought you said you were attacking. I misunderstood. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Crossbow's a nice
Killing the-
a nice way to get through the badgers quickly.
And that's it.
tax their cards by getting
I
rid of
will
a
draw
single warrior, which means that
One card now.
to replace you're spending 2, so a card to get 2.
Okay, I'll be adding League of Adventurous Mice to my move column, Boat Builders to my battle column.
Okay, so we got a mouse into the
We got a mouse.
move. We also used it to cover up a fox, which we probably shouldn't have done that.
Yes.
Okay, we're-
Pat's helping out.
We're organizing.
Right.
No, you're good.
You're good.
Do your turn. I was just fixing
Oof.
for my OCD.
You're totally good. I was like, the cards are moving.
But currently, even though Erie is in last, they with their decree, they almost seem to be they're gonna start punching down almost everyone.
I totally forgot what I'm doing on my turn. All right, so I just recruited at 4, so I will be moving 1, 2, 3. Or moving from 4 to 9 with Fox Partisans.
Okay, so it looks like we're maybe going either Badgers or Adventure again.
I would love to see. Yep, leaving that one is awesome because they effectively have a half of a map that they can just leave things in and then just go fight on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
8 to 3.
Okay, so yeah, we are going after Badgers.
Birds' lives are cheap.
And then
That is what is happening.
battling in 3 with my loyal vizier. Would you like to ambush Corey?
Yes.
Yes. Ooh. Won't stop the battle, but it will definitely make it a lot less painful
Ooh.
potentially.
Ooh, this could be a turmoil if we
Well, why
or
would
do-
it wouldn't have been a turmoil.
Like to battle
if we had lost both
Oh,
those
if we
Eries,
lost you're right.
we
Oh,
could have had a
you're
turmoil right
right.
then. We almost had a turmoil.
Oh, that would have been so spicy.
Kind of a wasted ambush. I was hoping I could. Yeah.
that
Okay.
was a good ambush.
Yeah,
though.
that was a
If-
good ambush for that play. I didn't even think about that.
If it had been a 2-2, Erie would have turmoiled right then and there.
Building in
Why am I a gardener, Monte Cristo?
She's a baker, if anything.
Thank you, Luke.
okay, scored.
The crafter. What are we talking about here?
I guess I'm Jim, actually.
Actually, the crafter is better. What am I even saying here?
And that's the end of my turn.
Not a bad turn for the Erie.
Our bird song happens. We get one more. Daylight.
The top is becoming tenuous. Pat could shift down south.
I think it's correct. I'm gonna dig
Yep.
here.
Oh, interesting.
I think we're going for that relic.
We're
I
gonna,
think Corey's
Yeah.
going to get a little hit this turn, or PowrThru's going to get a little hit this turn.
we have
Or round.
daylight action.
The poor vagabond is going to have a lot of tough time
We're
moving
gonna go
now
Our-
with all
Yeah.
this hostile.
I will say I am surprised how hostile we went so quickly. I don't feel like we're that pointy yet. So it's a 2-2.
2-2.
That's an easy second
That's-
battle
yep.
to get the
I
relic.
will attack again. Clear it out.
Oh, wait.
I take it. I'm
Yeah.
taking it. I'm taking that. We're gonna put that over here.
Yeah,
2 points.
Yep.
I cannot say I'm surprised by
I'm
that.
going to Mare battle over here.
Okay. We're getting a lot of points. Ooh.
No,
Ooh.
no.
That hurts. Wait. Pat, just put that back into.
Not in the burrow, right?
Nope, thank you. I was thinking,
Oh, Pat. His accidental
say-
cheating is kicking.
What hurt that there is Pat is not able to sway anything above a squire.
Mhm.
Ministers.
That was definitely a risk for that reason.
I'm going to sway with Fox and Rabbit again, or Mouse, sorry. And I'll
Pat not knowing his animals.
Okay, going formal.
Okay.
Wouldn't be surprised to see some buildings maybe after we get a lord. Definitely could feel like a prep for that.
I'll draw one card. And
For getting hit
So-
the first turn and subsequent turns,
You've been hit a lot by me and
he's
Badgers.
still in the lead at the end of the turn. The end of the
I
round.
did get 2
Yeah.
points because I did warn him not to take that out. I
Yeah, no,
said
you
not to delve.
You took.
Well, yeah.
I
No,
went
I-
for a 1, then went
That delve was a little greedy. The battle, not so. The delve was.
That's fair.
either way. Or in,
I had
yeah,
4 packs, right? So I was like, that's the odds of that surviving were low.
yeah, that's right. I'm not. I can encamp. I'm not going to decamp. I'm going to recruit.
Oh, I will say right here now, I disagree with that recruit 100% because that is an insanely powerful card for the Badgers.
But who the heck are you going to give points to at this point?
The Vagabond.
Okay. Just because you lost his vagabond doesn't mean.
Well, okay. So currently what's happening
Put
here?
in the same thing if you want.
We just lost a bird card that we could have put into the column, and we lost card draw.
But we only
That
had 2
card-
warriors on the board, Luke. What are we going to do?
I'm just
Com-
trying to get
make our retinue work, and then we'll get to the warriors later.
All these guys.
All right, so where are we going?
1 move, 2 move.
Okay.
So opening myself up.
So the only thing that I would argue about this,
And then for my 3rd move, just go there.
is that I would very much have liked to see, and hopefully we'll see this maybe, is some protection with the way stations against the Vagabond, since they're 2 points for the Vagabond and they're currently undefended.
Yeah, the Vagabond can farm a lot of
What's
way
going on?
station points.
So we'll go for this bird here.
Are we fighting with the fox?
With my.
Okay,
Okay, yeah, we don't get 2
Hold
fights.
that
We
thought,
only-
hold that thought.
we're holding the thought.
He's already made me hostile. I'm gonna go for the vagabond. I'm gonna go using my wild.
All right, so we're using the bird to fight the Vagabond in 12.
I'm having trouble hearing. Is that go ahead?
Matuka?
No image.
Okay.
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 Yeah, my headset is failing me, so sorry.
2-2.
Ooh.
So that's a 2-1.
Yeah.
Nope.
1.
You only lose 1. He only has 1 sword.
Oh,
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
The Vagabond's getting a little bullied, but
I think everyone's getting
everyone's kind of getting bullied.
except for the Eerie. Eerie are dealing it out, but they're not getting hit, to be honest,
Yeah.
and that's scary.
Delve yet.
And this is where the thing about that, I understand the second, like using that saboteurs to get 2 bodies out. I do get that. The fact that we lost when we had the ability to get an extra card draw, no matter what, when we're moving, when we're like having that extra,
I think I'm just gonna hold.
I think will hurt us over the end of the game
We are
because
not delving,
we're not delving. Okay.
So I'm gonna forgo my last 2.
and we're forgoing, moving, and recovering.
I could
So
see us.
we just
what,
left
11 maybe.
a lot of cardboard
Yeah,
points
the retinue.
on the board for Vagabond.
Yep.
3 cards.
We only have 1 sword, so we can only get the infamy points for 1 of them, but that's still 3 cardboard.
The question is that if you had moved over there, if you had left 1, they would have sniped 1 and then they fought. So they're going to the forest. Okay.
That also kind of makes sense. We got a little bit. We got a
I'm
little
slightly
hurt.
surprised we didn't go into the big forest because we can then
We have
slip
more
out
options.
and get our last item, which should be another bag. Correct? Am I right in that? It should be.
I believe so, yeah. No, yeah. We crafted 1, so yeah, it would be a bag. Okay, so a little bit of a just kind of reset turn for the Vagabond.
The other thing by going up there means that you're just like flexible to go pretty much anywhere in the next turn.
Mm-hmm.
And we're kind of now like, okay, we're on the right side of the board.
All right, and now we go to the Eerie.
I'm sorry, guys. Is it me?
Yes, it is you.
My bad. I'm sorry.
It literally just happened. You're fine.
All right. I will.
Waffles was in a time loop and just got out of it.
The recruit column,
Ooh, suited recruit.
and then I'll be placing this coffin makers in the move column
Okay.
And then we got a rainbow. We got our rainbow move.
at 4
Yeah. Erie is definitely
with Fox
super strong right now.
and recruiting at 4 again with the Loyal Vizier.
And now it's
That-
time for a military parade.
Yep. I don't know if that fox can be punished anytime soon. I mean, it's very easy for Erie to get over to 6 and just squat on every single fox clearing.
Mm-hmm.
10 with coffin makers.
Like they move from 1-5 and they're in 6. Like
7
Right.
with what card is that?
Yeah. Big Chimpin.
It's Loam.
It definitely.
I think that's Lego Adventurous Minus or something.
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
Loam.
It's definitely.
Sorry, I don't know
Erie,
definitions or anything.
Erie can definitely get out of hand right now.
From 4
Why did it skip 4?
to 9.
Sorry.
4 to 9 with Fox Partisans, and then 9 to 8 with Protection Racket.
Okay, so this is our second battle.
8 with Boat Builders. Would you like to play ambush?
No, but can I convince you to take my? I mean,
I might do that depending on how this roll goes.
okay. Well, I'd rather you get that point than more.
The one thing that's dangerous here
He's already probably gonna
is
do something.
even if Eerie
Okay.
double builds, or not, like they build once in a Fox, I can see Pat going to 4 and then going to either 9 or 10.
Again, would you like to play
Well,
ambush?
so yeah, okay. So if you battle an 8, I promise I won't go for 7. I'll leave it.
Okay, you'll
Fine,
promise
have
you'll
it.
leave it? Or
Yeah,
you're
I'll
not
leave
going
it.
to leave it now that I said something?
Pat's gonna
I'm not gonna
turmoil Eerie.
It's a little out of my way.
Pat's gonna turmoil Eerie this turn.
Don't take out some Badgers in 8. He's just going to run onto my side of the map and just start wrecking shop.
Yeah,
So-
no, I agree.
It's not even a quarter. You're like, this whole side is mine.
There's a lot of relics over here for him to delve, so
The dragon can still hear Guerric hammering the keyboard.
thank you. That's very kind of you. All right, would you like to ambush in 8?
No, go ahead.
I believe this is with my loyal vizier. Yep.
Katara, I agree. I mean, the thing is, it's like I feel like Pat will move over to 4 and then go, oh my gosh.
I thought that was also about to be a 0-0. I swear I thought that was about to be a 0-0.
In 10
Badgers got one person to survive, and that's all they need to get a foothold in Teddy Clearing.
points for
Yep.
And Eerie are definitely scary. Right
But
now.
they are turmoilable.
Instead of taking
By being in 10 and 4, Pat can go to 1 and then move to the other and then fight twice. They're very thinly defended.
That's true. That's very true.
Let's see if Pat does it this turn. This is the turn to do it.
I don't think that Pat will. I really don't. I don't know if we got the Warriors to do it, honestly.
Bird song, one more. Go to daylight.
With only 5 in the burrow and 3 on the board, I don't know if Pat feels that we have enough to do it, but we could.
The question is, can you do it the next turn? And I don't know, because then it'll be 3. And that is true table coordination. This
Well,
turn is yourself, and then the next one would be like, okay, as a table, we have to do it.
The Eerie also has an interesting point of the Badgers want to go onto the right side, or the left side of the board, or whatever side, the Eerie side of the board, depending on how you're looking at it. And that means that Badgers are going to start getting up into the Foxes, and probably shift into the Foxes, which is kind of risky for putting a Fox recruit in, if Badgers are about to start gunning for Foxes.
If they had done a mouse, that would have been interesting, because it would have been like, okay, I know you're going left,
So I'm going
and
to say
I am
right.
now, I'm going to stay right, recruit right. It's like, oh.
That would have been a very interesting juxtaposition. But I think doubling down on the side of the map that the Badgers want to be on could be policing yourself in its own way. So does Pat have to police this turn is, a different question.
Yeah.
Pat did not. Pat. Oh.
2.
Okay, so that's our first sprig.
One guy here. And then
Okay, we're just setting.
back with Mare. So that was 2 for
We're setting up for a Lord.
Okay.
Good.
Pat's racing. He's not policing.
Okay. So that's
Not yet, anyway. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Might police later, but wanting to get that Lord out.
Sway a Lord.
Found the Fox ambush.
If we're
I
going-
think I knew it was there.
No,
but I'm
we've
just
had it,
registering it.
Yep.
Better remember not to ambush you in 10.
I mean, I've been revealing that since the
Better not
beginning.
to attack you in 10.
Yeah.
It's really interesting. There's a lot of interesting cards that are locked up currently.
Let me know that. Yeah, no, I'll go slower. Sorry.
No, I love how fast you take your turns. It's so awesome.
So currently on the
So we got 3
First time
points.
realizing-
what moles cannot craft. Let's think about this.
Swaying,
They
Baron.
can't craft swords.
These are the 3 cards I started with. I've revealed these 3 the first.
There's a T gone in the discard. There's another T in the Eerie.
Dirt for 3 points, and then I'm
Coffin Makers is not able to.
Mm.
Boat Builders,
one.
Corvid Planners.
And let's
A
discard.
lot of cards off the table.
A lot of cards off the table.
Let's discard that in 4 minutes. And go.
So he's also got no buildings. So
We
he's
have not seen a T yet, though.
to stop.
Not revealed. Maybe it's in hand, but not revealed.
I don't know. I'm a little.
Yeah, he's in a really strong small mole spot.
Family.
The only way to handle small mole is just to wipe him off the map, which is kind of unfortunate.
Eerie
Especially when
has
it makes
the
you feel
battles
so
to
bad
do
for attacking him.
Yes. Eerie has the battles to do it.
You doing that intermingling means you get a bunch of points and don't help stop anything.
Yeah, but it's also
Oof.
a few turns away.
Badgers are in a rough position right now.
I mean, I get
My
it.
my problem personally is just that you got like moles and badgers. You guys are so good at racing, and me and Adventure are a little slower, and Adventure can't really police. So I kind of am taking turns policing the two of you.
I'm really worried about this adventure right now.
Me too.
All right, well, anyway, let me see. Let me encamp
So
here.
I'm sorry for all the brutality.
The speed of these other factions is going much faster.
That's right.
We really are hoping for some more entanglement on the board to help slow it down.
Just be glad it's an adventurer, not a warlord, because this would be a very different game.
And it has to be like entanglement that knocks people back, because currently
loves the blend violence.
Eerie is getting entangled, but they're not getting hit back. They're just everywhere now.
Recruit twice.
Ooh, Green broker.
That is true. Attack Cowboy. Efficiency now, long turns later.
Does not come out. I forgot about that. So do we need have we been throwing them in there? No, I think they're all tied.
I checked earlier. There was none.
Okay.
There's still none.
I'm used to the other one where it pulls that out. Okay, let's see.
If you right-click discard it, it will pull it out. It's if you just drop it in the deck, it won't.
Okay. Oh, that's right. Okay. I'm not going to craft and act with my retinue.
All right, I think we're gonna see the migration here.
We're about to see migration.
So I do rule this.
Do relate with the way station.
Yep.
I'm a little like I understand not decamping because we want that card draw, but
This
I
is
also
where-
could see it.
So this is one of the reasons why, go back earlier, why crafting Charm Offensive could have been worth it. Because you could have decamped and still kept at least 3 cards being drawn. And for this move across the map.
Mm-hmm.
You would have had that flexibility still. And
But
because you don't have that.
We might not have had enough warriors in 8 had that happened, and we might not have been able to encamp there.
I want to take you out because
That is true. But we might have drawn cards enough in the last turn to then recruit up and get that to happen.
Okay.
I don't know, it's hard. It's like a convoluted like back and forth of what actually works.
Love to see the splitting.
It's pretty interesting that he swayed Baron of Dirt instead of that. What's the Baron that he gives you
Duchess
points
of
for all
Mud.
the tunnels?
Duchess.
Oh,
Yeah, because
We're
Pat's
not-
not going for a Duchess of Mud game.
No, we're about to start building markets, getting cards, banking them away, and just points going for points.
we'd like that.
move. That's 2 moves. 3.
Yeah.
Or maybe we wouldn't.
If Pat doesn't get hit in like 10 and 1,
I don't think that's happening. Don't worry.
what's going to happen is that Pat can get a sacrificial lord out. And that's going to be where it's going to be hard to stop Pat.
Or something.
The question then is,
Maybe, but like I don't. You've seen.
are we going to not do, but then are we not going to build?
7 on your next turn? That's kidding.
True. If you,
We'd only build, I guess we could build once and still do the Lord.
I almost think that
Oh,
you aren't pressured yet to build.
ooh,
Though. If you look
we
at
lost
where,
a card in
ooh.
Battle Dell for that because we
Ooh.
only rolled 2.
And then
Oh, we
And
do
we
roll.
lost-
Never mind. We forgot.
Oh, wait, we
I
do?
can't.
Okay.
I can't see the Badgers in 12. They
Yeah,
disappear
Badgers
into this
are
map.
very hard. They're very hard to see on this map. Yep, I see that. Yep.
I need Badgers that have been dipped in nuclear waste, so this way they are glowing green.
Green. I like it.
here, I'm onto my move. Sorry.
I would have left one behind.
Yep, left one behind. You're splitting up. You're not gonna like.
You're gonna
if
lose it to
anything-
Lord,
Yep.
to live off the land anyway.
Just put it in 9 and just
You just leave
have
it there.
it for. Yep.
And then
Or
Oh, okay.
if we're gonna keep moving it, then I'm okay with that.
take 1 back. Sorry.
Okay. They wanted to use everything. They wanted to be efficient.
No, he no longer rules that.
No, he does. He's Lord of the Forest.
This guy down here.
I do still rule 9 because I win ties.
It is Luke Presida,
I was gonna move this guy back,
the
but
disembodied voice that haunts the stream.
That would be Luke.
Move those there. Gather retinue.
Ooh, I found a hammer.
Ooh, there goes that hammer in.
See, I don't have the hammer. It's right there.
There's 2 in the deck.
I like
There's only one
so-
in the deck.
Really?
one of the nice things about
Root new.
the current retinue is that we have a fox battle, we have a fox recover, and we're about to be in all foxes.
The retinue or decree. That's super sad.
I mean, he already has 2, but yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, we'll just slide to 7. And attack.
Make some noise. I wish I only had 2 voices in my head.
Okay.
Just kidding.
Cardboard point.
My Krista, I agree. It's a good retinue. And depending on what happens, Erie are in a position where they could get turmoiled and be in a bad spot if Badgers start going
Yeah.
off.
Erie put themselves
Me too.
in a position where we could actually kind of maybe hold off on policing them because there's that late game turmoil possibility.
Yep. The
We
big thing is
did see the adventure go after one of the way stations for 2 points.
I'm hostile, so okay, that's pretty bad. And I'll craft myself the coffee.
Okay.
Okay, we got a
Good.
tea
We got a tea. I'm
Making yourself
happy.
or coffee.
Or coffee.
Depending on where you're.
We got your hot drink of choice. I mean, isn't
A
coffee
nice
just
sake.
like strong tea?
Irish coffee.
Unfortunately, that's all. Though
One thing that is super tough for this adventure is
That's
because they are hostile with Badgers and Erie, is that the entire map almost is hostile to them.
Corey,
Yep.
Like completely hostile.
I know you have,
And
but do you have any plan to try and check moles or no? Because it's you guys. It seems like the 3 of you guys are just racing. So I need to figure out what's best for me. If you're gonna fight moles too, then maybe I'll do that. But if not, there's not really a huge incentive for me to attack moles right now. Unless you're also planning on helping to check moles. Because otherwise, I mean, you're in my territory, you can take these roosts, the whole deal.
It should be a bag, Presida.
Look at his retinue. He doesn't have anything that can really hurt me. He has 1 battle against me. He has 2 battles in Fox if he wanted.
And I would say you've kind of come at me twice, and I kind of slowed me down quite a bit. So
So you're just racing?
I don't have any incentive to say yes, because if you don't hit him, you're gonna hit me, and I'm in last place. So it doesn't make any sense for to make any promises when he.
Yeah, no.
Oh, actually,
I understand.
police to
actually
the left.
last.
I would like to.
I know it is. It is a bag. Yep.
From the very get go. That's why I was hoping we could kind of earlier. I mean, I don't know. I think they're in a pretty strong position.
Yeah, they're definitely in a strong position. They don't have any buildings either, so
I don't really have a desire to come wipe out. I mean, everything. Or wipe you out over here,
You're
That
gonna
would-
have to though.
coming over here. Obviously, this is where all my relics are. So if I'm gonna do anything, it's kind of where I just have to.
What's really tough here is Erie and Badgers have to figure out how to work around each other with not causing each other to stumble together and the moles to win then.
Foxes
Mhm.
here, and you have 2 battles in Fox, so potential battles in Fox, like he just said. So I don't know if I need to bulk up here, if I can try and go after moles some, or
People, this is a great example of how even hitting moles round 1
I understand.
is not enough.
Yeah, I
No matter what Pat whispers in your ear, it is not enough.
could attack twice, is what you're saying with my wild, but that wasn't my intention. This has been here for a while. This one I placed in move just because this is a lot of foxes over here for me to move around in case I need to retreat or something.
Oh, we only
There-
have we only have 1 fox in battle. I thought we had 2 for some reason the way they were
I
talking.
wanted to come battle your roost.
Just one. I mean, you had the flexibility of the other one, but
Him
I think one of the interesting things is
back here.
there are so many points that are currently tied up. Either they've been in the discard
Wiping these out.
or they're in the retinue / decree. The burst of potential moles is not as high,
Mhm.
kind
With
of.
that, I'll be placing Saboteur
It's still there, but it's not like
in the battle column.
the absolutely insane amount.
Ooh, 3 battles. Going battle heavy. Unsurprising, actually.
I will not be crafting. I'll recruit.
It's so tough. If we had not put that fox in, we really had like a perfect God of War. Like
in 3.
we're fighting enough, we're moving around enough, we're doing the things we need to do.
Yeah.
You just crafted the tea, man. I'm sorry.
Mm.
Okay, so we're looking to potentially fighting the vagabond.
I feel bad.
I wonder if
Hopefully we
we're just
see
gonna
at
hit
least-
everyone.
Honestly, I hope we see moles removed in 10 and 1. Like that's what I really hope for. Because if we do see that, it hurts Pat's. It makes Pat have to maybe build instead of actually getting another Lord. Because I don't think Pat has to pivot fully this turn. Like the faction points are behind or are going to tie him enough
I will move from
that I feel like
with
you
League.
don't have to pivot right away.
It's true.
Lily, what turn round are we on? Do you know?
We are in round 5.
Okay.
I do know.
How long have these games been going on average in this tournament? It's been longer than last year, right?
It's pretty similar.
Pretty similar? Okay.
A little longer, but it's still pretty similar.
So 7 to 8.
Yeah, leaning more towards 8 to 9 this year.
Yeah. Which this looks like more on that pace but I don't know. 2 turns can be a vast difference in scoring.
Oh, Pressida, thank you so much for the gift sub. What's the plan here, Kat?
So where are we at? We currently just recruited.
We did just recruit. We are now planning our moves.
From 8 to 9 with
Okay.
League of Adventurous Mice, and then just back to 8 to burn a moon, and that's going to be my Fox Partisans. And then I will move from 1 to 10 with Coffin Makers, and then 10. I'll drop them. And then 10 to 1
Okay, so it looks like we're kind of just doing a little bit of a dance
with
Yep.
Rocket.
and staying where we're
And
at.
I'll be battling in 3 with Saboteurs. Adventure, would you like to play Ambush? Okay.
0-0.
Ooh.
Oh, this poor adventurer is getting beat up on.
We kind of already limited ourselves by
And I will be battling in 1.
needing both boots to move as well.
Yep.
Would you like to play Ambush?
Not that I want to use.
Okay.
This is good policing against the moles.
Overkill, but
Always good to kill those lone mole stragglers.
I'd love to see in 10. I would really love to see 10.
We shall
6
see.
feet under. Just not deep enough to be in the burrow, you know?
Damn. I was about to say in the burrow. Right, they go to the burrow.
And then I'll be battling in 8.
Okay, we just hit everyone.
Yeah, I had a feeling we were just gonna we're gonna just hit everybody.
So you're still coming after me over here?
I'm sorry, I have to. Okay, maybe you talked me out of it, actually. No, because you have to recover that tombstone, you need to go there. So yeah, I will be
I
battling.
mean, so you could.
So
Oh,
yeah.
you only have. Never mind.
I could fight him there, but he has a Fox Ambush. So if
Oh, Pat was talking about 9, and they heard and thought 10.
So
Or you can ensure that he goes into the forest.
yeah, that's true. Okay, you made a case. I'll fight in 3.
Wow.
Should I play ambush?
Power through with a very simple but apparently very persuasive arguments.
I wish.
You know,
ambush. That would have been so good.
I don't. The one thing I don't agree with this is that
Take 1.
I could
Oh, it's
I
just
could deal with
it's a
8. I think
2,
8
though.
makes sense.
Wow.
The Vagabond is not the threat at this table, even though they're like
Alright, hope
second
you
in
have a little
points.
bit
Like,
Badgers.
I think they were just doing some goodwill for the Badgers because the Badgers already had some bad will against them.
He's like, yeah.
the hard thing about when we don't lose
I can't
getting the
do this.
rhythm mole in 10.
I'll be building.
Oh,
3.
Adventure damaged 3 items when they only should have damaged 2 because we only had 2 warriors in that fight.
Building a 9. I'm sorry. Very confused. Okay, so I'll be scoring 4
Interesting.
for Roosts. And then drawing 2 cards. And that is the end of my turn.
If 10 had died, Pat would have had to move to get Banker. and currently can get a Lord very easily.
Agreed.
Can get a Lord and get a point because this 2 is still an undefended way station.
I think there's 29 in total still, or 28 in total.
Too many games.
Before I forget, one in the burrow. Daylight.
Pat's trying to play slower. I can see it.
We got ahead of ourselves last game, so we're trying to maybe keep it calm and go through all of the steps this game.
What's really tough is here. I would, if Erie had not put that fox in, it's just like I would say Erie is in the best position. They're across the board. They're kind of everywhere. They're going to keep fighting.
The dragon, yes.
I think for what Erie has to do in their next turn to protect themselves is get to 6. And then I think Erie is in a very hard position to assail.
That's fair. That's fair.
Because if Erie gets to 6, they got 4 foxes, and it's like, okay, try to fight me. We are getting close to Erie running out of roosts, but
yeah. I mean, we could just let them trim all on roosts. We only have 2 more turns, and then they just do it to themselves. 3 more turns.
So it'll be 4. So they'll get 9 more points before the Hounds 1, 2.
That's not winning.
It's not winning. It's 20 points, and that's a lot of points to make up. You'd rather be at like 24 to 25 with that kind of.
You could probably find a difference there. Oh, Pat's clicking. Yeah, so Pat has a habit when he's thinking to just click or to highlight things and repeatedly drag, I've noticed.
Yep.
And that's why when I see him doing that, I stop paying attention. Because that's how Pat thinks.
Yep. But Pat's bought goodwill. He's been very quick and efficient early, so there are a lot of crafting points left on the table right now. A lot.
I was just talking to my wife, sorry. I think I wasn't on open mic.
So what's the scary thing? Come on.
Okay, so something to also realize: we have 6 cards left in the draw pile. We are very close to getting a lot of those cards that have been in the discard back into play. Which
I mean, that's gonna happen with Badgers drawing like 3 to 4 cards every turn.
Mole's drawing, yeah. Erie's drawing 2 to going to be about 3 here soon. We're about to cycle back through this deck.
Moles have only been drawing 1 card per turn, so Moles haven't really been contributing to the card problem. Right. It's mainly Badgers, actually. I want to see a game where 4 factions lock up the card draw, just so we can get that one where you draw a card and there's no cards in the deck anymore.
Did that happen yesterday? Is that what happened?
I think it was yesterday, or it was sometime in round 2.
It wasn't in my game, so
it might have been in the first. It was either yesterday or the first game. A part of me feels like it was in the first game that it happened.
Okay.
2 more.
And so some of those wild things they have when you have factions who are manipulating where cards' locations are. So no digging.
We got our recruit. Yep, see, there's the click and drag of panic or thinking. It's very rapid, too. It's almost mesmerizing.
Yeah, Johnny, we definitely went through well, that was the thing that hurt me, Johnny. It was that you all barely drew, and I was like, I need a T. And you all were like, 1 card, please, good sir. 1 card.
While Pat is thinking, we did have a request in chat earlier to say, Luke, why did you pick the Vagabond?
Oh, someone asked that? Okay, I'll briefly describe what my thought process was.
Well, they're not talking. Yeah, go for it.
1, it was also 7.
We're gonna take
7 in the morning, and I just woken up, and Lily was like, "Hey, can you help us out, please?" And I was like, "Okay." So I'm gonna first preface it by that.
We're gonna Mayor Brigadier declare battle here.
I'll wait till Pat's done.
Yeah.
Ooh, got a fight in 1.
Ooh.
And an ambush. Ambush, I'm not sure really getting us much. Also going into the deck.
1-0. We're going to declare battle again. Ambush?
No ambush.
Okay, so we're doing a little policing against the Eerie.
Yep. Cardboard point for me.
And that's another turn Eerie doesn't turmoil by
Yep. That is another
Roost.
turn. This is pushing it back, which is interesting.
which is good for the Eerie, honestly.
Good for Eerie.
In
Very
its
good
own
for the
way.
Eerie. Yep, we're not pivoting yet. We're getting that.
We're gonna grab Duchess of Mud.
Yep,
Mhm.
makes sense. Yep. Very easy to get some extra points if we need to by digging and then double build. So
It's just even more protection, and it kind of gives the Lord a little protection too if we only lose one instance of buildings at a time.
yeah. Okay, to quickly explain why I picked the Tinkerer. When I was third seat, I did not have a good hand for Lord of Hundreds with a Vagabond in front of me. And
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Is
I didn't have great options as the Otters. I probably should have picked Otters, but my thought was, okay,
but
I can get all 4 items unless I play stupid. And I also had an Otters most likely in the game, which means I could hopefully get a T from them. They would get something, I'd get it from them. All would be well. Obviously, you all saw I made mistakes. and I lost that second hammer, which really hurt me because I had stolen a coin very early on.
Ah.
And so,
Okay.
and also because I had swap meet, I also was like, I can steal cards and hopefully find a T if people are hiding it.
Let's see.
Which did not happen because no T was drawn until the end of the game. So, yes,
John
I'm sorry, Johnny. Johnny, I'm also sorry. I have to apologize since you're on here. I definitely coordinated a table against you, and you did a very good job as Otters. I apologize. You're a winner in my heart, bud.
Recruit. Here.
All right, so we did get our way station down in 11, which is, and it's a tablet too, which is actually pretty good. So we don't have to worry about going back to 2.
Oh my gosh, we're just recruiting like crazy.
We do like recruiting. I'm a little, we didn't have access to jewelry.
I know what's good for me.
I'm a little surprised we're not seeing a decamp in 2. If we're not going to go back to that, I would want to get that jewelry way station in my pocket so I could encamp that in 11 next turn since we're surrounded by jewelry.
Races to the end.
And also, it's a free point for one of another faction that we're racing against. Like,
Or 2 points for
There's-
the Vagabond.
yep.
Here to move anywhere.
The Draken, yes, Otters still are winless this year. Although I will throw props to Johnny Spud because they were very close.
they're very close. It was a great game.
It was a very good game. Yes, Kitty.
Because I definitely recognize the number of points he has.
We're also getting a point where Eerie just starts scoring ridiculous points every turn if we don't trim. And Vagabond can't do anything on their turn.
Pat, you're the problem.
I'm not saying I'm not
Look away from my board. Don't look at me.
a threat. I need to be tapped. And I'm trying to do what I can.
And Badgers
I'm
are like,
trying to
we're in
work.
last, so we don't care. Goodbye.
You just did tap me.
The thing that's scary is that while Badgers are behind, they are literally all of the relics are next to them.
All of
You're
them.
making some big jumps.
I'm
Well, but yeah.
doing the fact that I'm also a threat.
You know, the thing about the recruit here,
Situation here. I just want to make sure that the other.
I wonder if
that-
we're going to go to 8 so this way we can take over 3
Yeah. I know.
and just go full, like,
Yeah.
mouse strong,
So.
you know?
yeah.
But again, I
other thing
wouldn't mind
is-
seeing that decamp in 2.
That's
But I think we're past that stage now since we're recruiting, actually.
I'm in second place then.
Getting rid of all these mice is really interesting because if we just put them all into our move or cover column,
Yep, you're right.
we could just burn stuff. We could just go for a battle burn strategy almost. It might not be great at the position we're at, but we could start planning out for that where we just sit there and we just pull everything in and we just recover it all and we don't care.
This might be a bit, like, even though it's not necessarily
So
in the retinue, it might be a bit more, not safe, but stable.
It's definitely more stable right now. It's something to think about that. Like, honestly, 5 is not a bad clearing to move up to in regards to that thought.
Oh,
is
yeah,
like if we
that's true,
take
too.
3 and we get up to 5, one, we're stopping a 2 slot clearing for the moles, and also we're helping our recovery. So
All right. No crafting, and now I think we're moving on to our run.
Ooh, are we doing that? Oh, I love that. Oh, I love that so much.
Yeah, so we are going up to 5.
That is great for recovery.
Of how you think that benefits you in any way?
It does. It benefits them very much.
At all there.
It helps her recovery.
Yep. And it blocks you. We know that like that's where you'd want to go.
It's
Don't-
You 3 mice. I understand.
and if I come over here, then he can easily just.
No,
cut
I
me
didn't
off.
think of the 3 mice thing. That makes sense.
It helps you recover. Of course it helps you. What are you talking about, Pat?
Try to do some damage over here as well.
Yep. No, that makes sense. I take it back. I understand what you're going for now.
So that was a move, and then
You do not need a warrior to recover if that affects your decision making.
So
As long as there's a way station, you can recover it. You don't need to leave a warrior behind.
good point. Thank you for that. Then I will move
No
there.
problem.
We
Spicy.
got a fox battle and a. So we'll start here.
I'm gonna harken back to this a little bit,
Battle.
and maybe I'll be a giant horse. But
Okay.
if Charm Offensive if we had that,
No, it's all good.
All right, we're taking out the tunnel, which is good against
It's good.
moles for recruiting, for swaying at least.
Battle and delve.
and also for moving into like getting into that mouse, they have to bird something to get there. It knocks us one way from Duchess of Mud.
All right, and we're taking out 9 as well.
Ouch.
Okay.
That was a good battle.
1 point.
See, and the good thing is at least there's been 2 roosts removed, which means that instead of just putting them a turn later,
I must have did my math wrong.
we are
Oh yeah.
making it that Erie has to decide here at some point to double build to keep their tempo up with the rest
We
of the
forgot to
table.
get rid of a badger in 9.
Let's go.
That man should be dead.
Oh, yeah, because there wasn't a relic there yet.
And
Yep.
then so that was move with Faithful Retainer. I'm gonna use my or no,
Yes,
excuse me, move was with my fox. Let's see. Faithful Retainer will recover. I roll all 3 there.
Okay. Yeah, recovering the 3. Very solid.
Okay,
And then
start doing.
so to use the same card, it has to be the same way station.
It has to be in the same clearing, so you have to use another
Right.
card.
So what's nice about the tablets is we know these tablets at worst are a 2 or a 3,
Mm-hmm.
and we know that the last
Feel like
obviously figure is a 3. So we
somewhat divided.
and that's a face up, so we know that obviously, but it gives us kind of a good idea of like, okay, we can plan on if you go for those, you can plan on
here,
what is that, 7 points
and then
before you get into column bonuses and everything.
Mm-hmm. I think I still would have liked to see a decamp and potentially a
give me
and leaving a badger in or moving a badger into 11, just because then we could have encamped the jewelry in that same clearing and then use 1 card to recover a massive amount of relics at both way stations, since
Yep.
it's by clearing and not by way station.
Yep,
I
100%.
do realize I made a mistake by just leaving this here though.
So okay,
Oh well, no.
before we move on to the vagabond, the reason why
Okay, that's it. That's my turn.
charm offensive here could have mattered is that really with every extra card you have more cards to keep for future turns if you get punished. I know earlier it was this weird thing, but there was a
no,
chance
the
that
Vagabond is going back into the forest.
oh boy, this
Puppy! No!
and the only other reason also is because this vagabond is getting wrecked, and you could have just fed them points and not felt bad about it.
Oh yeah.
I'm not sure how the vagabond's going to be able to get back into this game. Really, they're
Stay away from the Eerie. The Eerie just keep beating him up.
well. How do you? It's hard when they're everywhere. Like that's the thing is it's
They're
like so
starting
easy.
they're starting to be thinned out, and
They are.
honestly, I feel like maybe we just need to find that second sword or something just to start attacking.
Yep. We've
other
reshuffled
people.
everything. We have reshuffled everything. So I believe we had a coins. I believe we had obviously we had a sword. There's multiple items now back up for grabs, which is good and bad for the vagabond.
Mm-hmm.
Good for that they can get those points and get going. Bad because that means that moles who are probably about to start drawing a ton if they pivot now might get those before you're able to.
For Euro in the move column.
Okay.
So many foxes.
So many foxes.
I mean, if we're looking to just put something into decree because we don't have a bird card, I honestly maybe would have argued for putting it in recruit because we already have a suited recruit, so you might as well double down.
Yeah. I don't know what our other card is. The other interesting thing is that there could have been an argument for putting that into build, just because we know we're already going to, like, if you put it in build, there's 2 foxes left. You would have perfectly, well, as long as you put one more card in build on that last one, you could have perfectly ended your, like, at the build column.
No.
And just been done.
Not a bunny move.
I'm sorry. You're right. Propaganda Bureau. That's even better for me. In that case, then I'll move 1 extra guy. Still with the Propaganda Bureau, just saying that I moved 3 instead of 2. And then I'll move 1 pack with Coffin Makers.
Done.
Part of Erie I hate is like the shuffling back and forth just to get your recruit on.
What, you don't like the military parade?
The parade.
Yep, the parade. How are you
My
feeling
hands
about
are
this
white.
Erie positioning, Lily?
About which positioning?
The Erie, currently.
I think that they're in a pretty decent spot. I think that we need to see a little bit more of moles policing, just because
Yep.
that's going to be our biggest threat. And potentially also keeping the badgers out of the left side of the map.
Yep. We also probably need a double build next turn.
You can't.
Because
I haven't used the mouse move yet.
You don't control.
Oh no, he didn't live off the land. Never mind.
Yes, you did.
It's gone, right?
No, he did.
I did live off.
Agree.
Oh, you did live off the land. Perfect. Then no, you can't move.
Okay. You're right. Okay.
That is called control.
Well,
Or rule.
in that case,
Or
I'll just
whatever.
League of Anarchists to
Yep.
move from 11 to 4.
Ooh, wait.
Then use
Ooh.
my final move,
Okay.
Okay.
Good.
which I believe is
I was worried about a turmoil there for like in battle.
We're probably okay. We've got a battle in 10,
Yeah,
a
yeah.
battle in 1, and then a bunch of battles
That
in
is
8 if
true.
needed.
Yeah. 8's got a lot. I wasn't even thinking about that for a second.
I don't know why I'm rolling. I'm sorry. Here's your token back.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think Erie are going to have to pivot into a double build here, or they're not going to be able to keep pace even with such a strong decree.
Then I'll be battling in 1. Moles, would you like to play ambush?
Nope.
Okay, that's first one I guess was Saboteur.
Prof Thanos, I believe it will be at the end of this turn unless Pat somehow doesn't score 1 point.
Moles have been policed a lot. Squad on 5, 1's been killed.
Mm-hmm.
I think 10 honestly would be a great choice to get killed a little bit.
No, go ahead.
Okay.
I will say the threat currently for Erie is they are only going to have 2 foxes against turn instead of 3, which they like helped themselves the last round with. And so they are currently sitting to where they could be turmoiled on recruit.
Yep.
And then I will. That was with.
Hey, table space.
Sorry, and that's the end of the decree. So
I'm here.
3 for.
Guerric's also here.
And we'll draw.
See, look, he responded. I swear he's alive. I didn't kill him.
My turn.
She's holding him hostage.
No, I'm not.
I can see him off screen. He's bound and gagged. Guerric, wink twice if you need help.
All right, so we got our Erie up to 15.
Well, we get 1. Start with that.
Thanks, Elivaris. I appreciate. We try very hard.
They do a great job.
All right, moles. Table space. No, they still can call for Guerric. He will still respond to them. I mean, they should definitely call for me because I'm better, but just kidding. I do not know the rules as well as he does.
Okay, so
What does moles do here?
moles. I mean,
We're
I
honestly,
could see a pivot into 6.
I could, yeah. I could easily see a pivot into buildings, especially because we don't have the sway capacity for a noble or a lord. We could just do a squire and use the cards we have for buildings.
What's interesting about 6 also is you have badgers who are not probably going to move from 5 into 6 because they want to keep that 5, and
Mhm.
you effectively have a wall between you and the Eerie then because of that.
Exactly. I mean, Erie could potentially go around the other way since they're in 8 and 3.
Yes, they could.
But yeah, there's a little bit of a barrier.
They need that double bunny move, which I mean they probably have that. They probably have a way to get that here with all their cards, but
Mm-hmm.
3 though. Doesn't really do much for us.
I will say moles are definitely in the lead with this currently, but I mean to be honest, it's like Badgers are not in a terrible spot.
Mm-hmm.
They have a lot of points just right there.
They do.
And they've gotten over to where they need to be.
Yeah, they were able to make the migration, and that's probably the scariest thing.
And because they didn't get really hit by Eerie, they have that ability to get to where they need to be in a very strong position. And also maybe punch Eerie away enough that Eerie has to go focus on other problems and maybe can't focus on them completely.
The only negative space for the Badgers right now is having both way stations with jewelry icons on them on the board. That's going to potentially be a hindrance. I think they were hoping that someone would kill it.
Yep.
It hasn't happened.
That 2 needs to get encamped this turn.
Decamped.
Decamped. It's definitely hindering them more than helping them.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And it's leaving 2 points on the table for Vagabond, which again, Vagabond's not necessarily the threat, but you might as well not leave points on the table for anybody.
Yeah. I can understand it if you're trying to be like, okay, I'm going to maybe draw into coins. I'll use coins. But right now, like, I think there's only 1 coins available beside that are not currently in, or maybe now there's been some drawn, but like, you're not really going for coins anymore because you're on the left side of the map. You're going to be going for those swords, that T, the hammer.
We're not really thinking about bunnies anymore for crafting.
Yep. I mean, moles have been policed, but they don't have a lot of warriors right now. They only have 8 in total, but we also haven't recruited. We haven't gone there. So we're about to get 3 more maybe. So
what is interesting, while we set up for Baron of Dirt with markets, we don't have Banker yet.
We don't have Banker.
And we can't sway Banker without moving.
I just want to say I made a mistake. I don't know if anyone can go through the discard pile, but oh, never mind. I'm sorry. I locked my Fox down in my decree. I thought I discarded it.
So one of the interesting things is I still don't know if it, like, I think what Pat's currently thinking about is, does Pat pivot now?
No, you're good.
Or does Pat get that Banker right now? And there's perks to both, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Because you could get some points. You could get that 2 if you wanted to, like, and get Banker.
Yeah, we definitely could easily set up for a Banker sway if we wanted to. But the question really is, do we want to pivot and kind of get buildings, in which case we're going to want to cluster up a bit more.
Guerric is right that if they are thinking a lot, then yes, they haven't fleeced enough. They have to be Yeah, moles are a tough one. They're a tough one if people don't understand how much to hit them. And it's crazy to think that they had 1 extra warrior at the beginning of before ad set.
It's interesting how Pat either feels or is vocalizing that he feels bad about his position when he is in such a good position.
It's not the instant win, it's a thoughtful win.
Okay, we're digging.
Pretty sure I'm gonna put it.
Oh. Okay, so we're potentially setting up buildings for a bunny suit.
The danger of this is kind of what it's like. You can get punched by Eerie quite a bit.
Yeah, Eerie is right on your doorstep here. And this might be a...
Now we recruit 1. We're going to Brigadier. 1,
But we can sway banker now. Oh!
2.
Oh.
Do we not have
We're gonna Mayor battle the
mouse
I guess we-
cards?
Well, we probably wanted it for sway. We probably wanted it for sway.
Okay. I'm just leaving that tunnel there for anybody who wants it.
If they go for the tunnel more than the warriors, that might be the thought that.
Alright, Pat gets the building point or roost point.
This is definitely why Erie's gonna have to go double build, or they're not gonna be able to keep up with this pace at the end of this. Now
Well,
that they,
I
like,
mean, if Pat builds here, now Pat also has a weak point that Erie can target. So we
True.
might be able to slow them down.
by revealing.
True. It's one of those things. If you double build, you can like speed up while they're slowing down and hopefully overtake them,
Score 1
which would
point
be
from said market.
So we can't double builds this turn because we already used Mayor, so we can't Mayor the formal.
yeah, because we were. Yeah, and we were also trying to sway banker, so we didn't. We only built once, which makes sense.
Probably captain.
Oh,
Oh,
going for a squire. I'm a little surprised.
We're gonna sway squire.
That's Marshall.
okay.
Probably a captain. Let's pull out Marshall.
These 3 come back to my hand. Did I gain my point for this?
Oh, it's a squire, but it's gonna be in the position of a lord.
So I'm a little surprised by this one just because we could have easily built with a different card and used that bunny dom to sway the banker.
Draw 2 cards because
So
I
I don't. It wasn't a card decision.
It wasn't
Unless-
a card decision.
Unless we
could
just
have
didn't want
gotten
to
banker.
reveal that last card in hand, and this was how we decided to do it.
Yeah. Banker was available. This is a tough thing. It depends on. You can't say whether or not it's good or bad until you see whether or not moles win, because Marshall could sometimes be amazing.
And I think it's
And-
time to have the gamble go live.
Oh yeah, let's make the gamble go.
Gamble, 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 gamble. Get your bets in. We got 5 minutes or something. Guerric has a cat attacking his hands.
Oh my gosh, our cat does it all the time.
Recruits.
She attacks hands with her face, though.
You guys here.
All right, so we're
Ours
creating
does with her
8.
face and then with her teeth, so it just depends.
And then
I just want to say, if there's any way that you can go and attack moles on 3, I will not attack you next turn. We really need to slow them down. They have a market now. They have 2 more.
We decamped in 2. I'm so happy. I just realized that. I'm so happy.
Yep. I like that a lot.
A lot. I'm down to only 3 roosts on the map. So
This is the hard thing.
I just wanted to put it out there. Now that they have a market, there's a little bit more that you can do to maybe check them.
I think Badgers have.
Too late, but
I think Badgers have to almost go full race, just full, like just go and do what they need to do.
From 8 to 3 on my next turn.
You have a chance to move past them and just start racing. I don't think Badgers win by going back to 3.
and now we're tied, which means you rule. I can't even move over there.
I didn't know if you could move somebody in from 9 or something like that.
I don't know if you think differently, Lily, but I feel like Badgers are kind of in a okay. Let's just go do what we need to do. And
I 100% agree, but I definitely think they should move out of 8 into 9 potentially, just to say, look, I'm trying to get out of your way so you can do it.
100%.
Because
I'm doing a favor by just getting out of the way.
probably 3 points next.
And the thing is, you've been
checked too.
You can get foxes.
So.
You can try to recover in foxes for a turn.
Unless we do something. So
Like you can use that as what you need.
But yeah.
I mean, it depends. If I go over here, then no, there's no burst potential.
True.
possibly also no winning potential.
You get a disembodied voice from me, a disembodied laugh from
I
Guerric.
think if you do that, because you need to at least do something for you.
Clearly, you should go up to 12 and just kill that and say that that's the helping you're doing. I mean, taking mole pieces off the board is legitimate help.
I only have 3 roosts on the map, so Max I'm scoring off Roost next turn is 3. So I'm not running away with the game. I'm not bursting. So
Erie definitely does not have a burst.
No.
They're more slow and steady.
You have
Yep. And if they don't have that,
get rid of another tunnel.
if they just keep only building once, they're now next turn going to get 3. Like they're just going to be scoring 3, and they're just not. They're not on pace to beat moles. Moles are just going to
Yes.
exponentially score much higher.
You could, I guess. Would
All right, this is gonna be my last notification to get your bets in. We got a minute 40-ish remaining when I said that words.
you're certainly you're certainly not obligated to help.
Get your bets in.
I definitely will go after moles on my turn because, like I said, I feel like they're going to run away with it. If not, and I mean that also doesn't put me in a good position necessarily to win. So,
I mean,
this one is sad. Man,
Erie's got to
do what you got to do for points.
eat in. Erie's got to go into moles. I mean,
17.
So I feel like Erie's got to police moles, and then moles are the ones who have to police badgers.
it's kind of
Yep.
one of those things where 2 more turns they can have it, but in 3 turns they're gonna have it anyway with how far behind I am.
you're not insanely far behind this Badgers. Like, you have.
And that also could just depend on what the player feels too. Because
is true.
again, I will say PowrThru does not like badgers. Probably doesn't play them too often.
Really willing to lay off you.
And that could potentially make point shading could not be point shading potentially if that's how they actually feel.
Yeah, the hard thing about Badgers is if you don't feel confident in what they can score,
Recruited twice.
you will feel like they're very behind.
Mm-hmm.
But the potential is very there. I mean, on that board you have 35 points. Like you have enough to win just by what you're and
Just by your own internal engine.
you don't even need craft. You don't need anything.
I'm gonna
And
craft.
if you're killing cardboard, that just makes it easier.
Oh, we're crafting a tea.
Oh, that was great. That's awesome. Wow, I'm really behind. I feel really bad. Moves up to
Johnny Spud, that is correct. We have yet to score a column bonus, and all 4 jewelry relics are attached to 1 clearing.
Yeah, and the crazy thing about that is effectively like even the 1 when you have a column bonus is worth 3 points. Like,
So we are going up to 12.
interesting.
And then
Oh, okay.
This is a decision. I'm curious
I'm
where
not-
the 3 and 12 are going to get us.
I'm not understanding the 12. I understand everything else, but not the 12. Because the 12 we're not recovering in bunny. I mean, I can get it.
I'm wondering if we're just trying to get out of the Erie's way so they don't attack us without having to do some work. And then if they have to come after us, then they're not going after the moles, which is very clearly what they want to do.
Faithful Retainer to battle the tunnel.
Yep.
We're going to go to the tunnel.
Okay.
Are we going to delve the tablet, though?
And I'm just gonna take this while I have the chance, I think.
Oh wait, no, we still lose it.
Nope.
I forgot. For some reason, my brain thought we
I'm just gonna grab this bird.
we had 8.
To rearrange everything. If that's all right.
We knew. Oh.
Oh no! That
I would-
it does.
Back in the deck in the vizier or the
Faith Roach doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you do have to do the card that you declared.
Yeah. Yep. It's very important.
That out.
Nope. That was weird.
That was very weird. Where did the other card go?
Let's see.
Oh, you grabbed the whole discard. That's why.
My bad.
We figured it out. I was like, when did a bunny card get there?
So I got my point for that. And then I will battle and delve here.
Kind of a good point that Guerric's making is like moles want you to police badgers before them, but usually it has to be the other way around, where it's police moles and then badgers.
Mm-hmm.
So battle and delve here. So no battle, and then I'll delve. And I do lose my fox card.
We're burning a lot of cards here. And I don't know how many cards we have in hand, but I don't know if we can. We have one card in hand. Yeah, I'm not sure if we're not able to really replace those.
And we're leaving a lot of points on the board.
Yeah.
Like, which is really scary.
Not quite as I planned originally, but
We still could technically move, and recover that tablet to avoid putting anything else on the table and having a decent defense force against that jewelry. Or
Yep,
with the jewelry.
Yep, you could do that very easily. Probably the best thing to do, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
And then just burn the fox.
All right, so then on to my moves. I've got a fox move.
All right, let's see what we're doing here.
Here's where I need to set myself up for next time. Probably still be facing the moles, probably.
What's crazy about if you get that tablet right now, you have set yourself up for 3 column bonuses.
Mm-hmm.
You get 2 more points, and let's say at worst, I'm going to do some quick math. So if you want to talk, Lily, I'm just going to.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you do your math while they're thinking. I'm gonna really quickly say the gamble because that's my job now because Guerric's not here. So for the
Here, pick up this guy, and then with my bird card here, and then with my fox card here.
oh, interesting. That's not what I expected.
I don't like that, and the reason I'll explain is if you scored that right now, you have
Then I'm protected, and I have
12 points at worst
other
with the jewelry and the column bonuses,
Mm-hmm.
which puts you at 29 points.
I think I see
Which
what
means
we're
you-
trying to go for, but I'm not sure how I feel about it. But anyway,
So bird, fox.
yeah, I think I'd rather prefer to defend that necklace and then
Yeah, the
score
thing
the
that
tablet.
stinks.
Yeah.
The thing that stinks is truly like if we had gone to that, we'd scored it. We would be at 17 points. We have 12 points if we get 3. If we get we just have to get 2 more jewelry.
Mm-hmm.
We get 12 points, and we just need a piece of cardboard, and we win next turn. Like, it's very doable.
Yeah.
And then
We'll see what happens.
draw 3 cards.
Wait, what just happened?
The gamble is closed, Cressida, and
Yes, we don't.
since you mentioned the gamble, let me say the points. So we've got one person betting 1k coins, 4% of the vote on the Vagabond. For the Eerie Dynasty, we got 2 people betting 1k coins, another 4%. The Keepers in Iron have 6 people with 9.3k coins, 34% of the vote. And the Underground Duchy have 7 people with 16k coins, or 58% of the vote. So, decent spread.
What can I do?
Okay, before we get to the Vagabond.
I mean,
The
not a
other
decent
thing-
spread. It's a decent spread between the Underground Duchy and the Keepers in Iron. I'm sorry, my brain.
Yeah.
My brain.
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
You know, the other thing that stinks
Do the errand quest.
is that okay. So there's a couple weird things though. Double things.
Damage.
So we did shift. We shifted a card from our move recover to our battle delve.
Oh,
That happened.
Wait. Let's focus on the Vagabond right now because
Yep.
we're in the
For
Vagabond.
the point.
Okay, so we ran an errand,
Okay.
and it looks like we crafted 2 boots.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. All the boots. Remember, if you have all 4, you win. For some reason, that wasn't forced in my game, but you know.
It's actually 5, Luke.
Ah, dang it.
Okay, now I think I will move twice. From
That's
12
why.
to 2. And then 6.
Okay, so we're going to 6. Ooh, are we gonna beat up the moles?
Probably the best thing to slow.
The torch.
We're gonna aid the moles.
2 8.
Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh.
We don't have banker yet, so this could potentially be not really a matter. This could potentially not matter.
That's true.
Since we don't have banker yet, we can't get.
The thing is, moles.
They don't need any more help.
The thing that's crazy though is that that's free.
Okay.
Free 2 points because you could dig.
Potentially.
Potentially.
But if you get rid of that tunnel, then potentially not. It might not matter.
Yeah.
Then everybody's then you're just hostile with everybody.
Yes. Just do it. Do it. Go full hostile. Oh.
I'll just end my turn here. Draw 1 card.
All
I
right.
don't
So
know.
I'm not sure how I feel about aiding the moles if we weren't gonna smack them.
Yeah, it's you're helping the faction who really is in the lead, and
Both actually and actually.
Because Badgers, you didn't do anything against moles, and
yeah.
you gave me a way station in 8, and then a way station and a relic in 9.
He cleared.
So this is
Took
the
out a
thing. Back to
tunnel. That is
also-
not nothing.
We only took out one single mole.
The other thing about
Taking out a lot of moles all game.
Badgers moving up to 5
When I was talking about hating moles, I'm not talking about taking out a tunnel, because they can.
is that if they're expecting to be able to build and move back, like
I want to point something out just so you're
Oh.
aware.
the column bonuses.
Oh,
Yeah.
Because he could potentially get 3 of them on his turn. That's why.
Yeah, no, I know, and that's why
Like,
I'm
he
saying.
can win on his turn.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. But what he did not.
Atari is right. They do need to discard an item.
What I'm doing potentially.
Vagabond has too many items right now.
Oh.
It's not a threat, but I'm not going to burst that far ahead. He could literally get
Yeah,
15
no, I
points
see
on
how
turn
many
easy.
points. I see how many points.
How do you figure I get 15 points?
I'm not going to tell you that, but I can see it.
Yeah. They have
15 because I'm not very
Bat-
careful about Badgers, but I can see a lot.
Badgers have 15 very easily.
But that's only if PowrThru sees it.
If he has
Yep.
the right luck
Yep.
on flipping the right tokens.
It's only if PowrThru sees
There's
it.
still 2 coins out.
And seeing a victory and having it are very
That's
different
one of my
things.
decree, but
100%. They're very different.
I have no bunny crafting.
Hey guys, I need to go.
Badgers, do you have any reason why I shouldn't attack you in 8 and 9? Because you kind of.
Because
You have with the column bonuses and the 3 and the 2 and.
I think the reason is that moles are the yeah. I think that's a great.
I don't have banker.
You have a lot. Moles have a lot of burst potential, but I don't know if they have quite as much as you do, and you're tied with me now. We're all really
I also
close.
don't have banker, so I can't. My burst is not as scary as you think right now.
I wonder if Pat's been putting off banker just to do that, to be able to throw the heat off.
Wouldn't be surprised.
I won't.
I definitely would not be surprised.
I was just putting the talk.
Pat doesn't have banker this turn. We'll have it next turn, and then be able to win the turn after.
Mm-hmm.
You only need banker for 1 turn to make it work.
Same situation where
And
you please the moles as much as you said, and you say I'll admit I probably haven't, but so we're both.
The amount of times that birds have killed my moles for swaying and forced me to use actions and instead of recruiting, I've been a lot slower this game because birds have hurt me a lot.
Thank goodness.
yeah, I'm scared to see a game where you're not slowed.
Root T to the move
Yeah.
column.
It would be 26 right now or something like that. Like it would. Like, there's a reason why there's a video out on YouTube that's like moles could win in like 4 turns.
You'd have to be pretty perfect there, but yeah, I see what you're saying.
Just-
Video's wrong.
Is the video wrong? Is that what you?
Guerric has been making a face this whole time.
Sorry, Guerric. I'm putting out misinformation. I'll retract all my statements.
Good. Redacted.
Remember, I'm just a disembodied voice that doesn't know anything.
Move. Let's see. I have so many moves to do. All right, I'm going to move from 8 to 9. Use protection racket.
We did not double build.
9 to 8 to use root T.
And see, this is where
Okay, so
I think we needed a double build here.
and a mouse left.
Double building gets us to at least to 4 points, which getting even an extra point puts
I'll move
us.
from 7 to 2 to use my bunny, which is coffin.
I will say, I feel like someone should put down the route map and then map out the Erie's parade when it's this big, and then that's just like the new dance step right there.
4 to 9.
Elevaris, moles are in the lead in points,
2.
and they go last in the round order. So yeah,
And then I'll move from 4 to 9 again to use my last fox move.
like they're just in such a good position.
I'll move.
Oh, I feel really bad for Badgers here. I think their game's about to go away. Like, I think it really is by not having gone down to 9 and
I don't think
defending
it's
it.
gonna go away. I think it's gonna be more difficult, but I don't think it's gonna be impossible.
It's not impossible. No, it's not impossible, but it's definitely much more difficult. And moles are in much better of a spot
Yeah,
because
moles
they're
are
not getting
in
hit
a
whatsoever.
drastically better spot just because we don't have that. But badgers are going to have access to all of their way stations, so they're going to be able to position themselves better than they wanted to, than they might have been able to otherwise.
And that is.
That
So
stinks.
we each lose 2. And then I would like to battle in 9 again with boat builders. Ambush.
Nope.
What stinks is they're gonna be able to put that relic.
Birds, they get to place it.
They're probably putting it back on like the right side. Oh.
No,
Yep,
that was.
Yep. They're
There we
throwing
go.
it all the way over there, which
And
sucks.
that's 3 points for the cardboard.
I don't think it's impossible to get.
No, 2 points. It's 2 points.
3 points.
Sorry, do I
No,
not
it's
get the bonus for the relic?
yeah, it's 3 points. There was a way
1
station.
to 2, right?
It's a way station
Yeah,
there.
the relic and a way station. So
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. I forgot about the way station. Sorry, I thought you only got the.
You're
You are correct. I will shut up now.
totally good. I'll battle in 8. Ambush.
Pat getting too excited.
Oof.
No.
So the only thing that's kind of saying for me that's holding it back is the fact we can now put a tablet.
Forward planner.
We can put a tablet in 5 now, so we don't have to move to get it recovered, and we can put the jewelry still in 11. So I think there's still a lot of potential here.
And draw 2 cards. And that is the end of my turn.
Okay.
That was a pretty good game, but turn for Erie.
I had to set yourself up for
Yep.
so many points and left them there for me. It's really not that it dominates bad by it.
No, you're all good.
But
It's a very legitimate move for Erie. But
they're
moles.
setting themselves up for really good. I wish they
I'm
built
still
twice.
nervous
Just
about moles, man.
Yep, I am too. I wish Erie had built twice just to put themselves 1 point closer to finishing out the game next turn. Like that's the only thing. Because if you get like knocked down here, you won't score as much.
But
if
who's
you had
going to knock
gotten-
them down?
Probably not. Probably no one. But I'm always thinking
The person
about,
to
like,
knock them down
getting
would be
wrecked.
Pat, and Pat has been would be the moles, and the moles have very much been indicated they want to turtle and not do anything.
Yep. So there's gonna be a lot of points out here that Pat's about to get. Erie did get a big burst, and I don't. This next turn isn't the same burst because unless the relics are out there for them, like. I mean, because they got 4 points from cardboard this last turn, so I mean that definitely inflated that last turn score.
Yeah. But I mean, that's what you need with Erie is to, like, if you're gonna you've got to battle and you've got to find those points on the board to help supplement your scoring, because your scoring by itself, while good and steady, is not fast enough.
Not fast enough with these other 2 factions that are can be very bursty.
And typically with this, like a lot of factions in general.
Yep.
The table space, I think it's just because it wasn't with the others. It's just kind of out of the way.
And then we're going to dig with this bird card.
But I do think you're right, Luke. We are going to see a double dig just to get those Duchess points.
I'm digging for sure. That's happening. I'll bring the one guy.
Okay, so we're undoing our recruit.
And it's just 2 points. Yep. It's just 2 points right there.
Feels weird.
You could put it up in 5 and just give it to Badgers, be like.
You could put it in 10, just to like avoid it. You could put it with wherever the vagabond's there.
Where are we putting it?
7. 7's not easy to get to.
7 is not.
Okay. Okay, they're putting it up in 5. Okay.
Yeah, we're just gonna put it there.
Okay.
We're gonna go to minister actions.
We could try to be propping up, giving points to the Badgers to prop them up again.
2.
I have seen
We're
Pat do that often.
4 mole with that one. Yeah, it doesn't matter which one it is. With that one, to get another market. I'm gonna score 4 points from Lords.
And then we're gonna get the banker.
To reveal 3 cards.
Yep.
Play banker.
Very classic.
Yep.
It's a very good pivot for Pat. Pat's been doing a very good job with that pivot,
Yep.
and shifting from being a small threat to a big threat.
My hand.
The packet is points for the banker.
Master engravers, since I'll have to discard anyway.
Yep.
I
Yes.
draw 3.
Not a lot of mouse crafts though that really could affect master engravers, but it gives us potential to maybe move double build somewhere else and get 4 from a craft.
Discard.
Yep.
Go.
Dashi definitely putting themselves in a great position to win on their next turn unless checked, and I don't know if that's going to happen.
And this is where what really stinks to go back to the keepers. If they had gotten those points, they had the ability to win this turn. And I don't think that they can win this turn. And I think the game's ending before they can do what they need to do.
I definitely agree with that.
Like if they had gotten those 2 and defended that.
Oh, we're not
They
encamping
could have.
again.
Let's just do that.
Okay.
He's trying to craft something for.
Oh no.
Nah.
We encamped the joy, but we didn't encamp for the tablet.
Oh no.
I'm a bit surprised. I guess we couldn't recover both of them with only 1 card in recover.
Retinue. I'm gonna
See what stinks also is by not encamping up there, we can't use our tunnels to teleport down to 11 instantly if we wanted to.
Well, we also don't necessarily want to. It looks like just because we want to be able to surround the
we
clearing,
wanna-
so we're not going to
Yeah,
lose
to
the
lose.
cards there in case we
Yeah.
get another turn.
But we just don't have enough. It stinks because we lost by shifting, we lost that bird in our recover column, and we kept a fox, and we're not in any foxes right now to recover.
Yeah. We need
That's
another.
bad,
We
but
need
haven't
one more
talked about it
badger.
that much.
Or we need 2 more badgers actually.
Yep. I think this is an eerie between moles, and I think moles probably have it.
There's a way for me to do this without.
Unless Erie have some amazing rolls in clearing 3.
It's been a very, very steady and consistent game for Pat. Though Pat has done very well in that regard. And
Yeah. The one thing about if
should
you're
have
able to,
policed him more.
yeah, if you kill 3, let's just say you kill 3 for argument's sake. At most, Pat can get 5 points from banker, and needs 2 more. And if you lose all your warriors, I just don't see how Pat gets those 2 points. But you have to kill everything in that clear.
On to
So.
battle and delve. We use this birdie bundle here to battle and delve here against the Eerie. Any ambush?
No, you're good.
All right, just a pure trade.
Yep.
I see why we put 4 there, just in case we didn't want to lose anything
Yeah.
to the
Pick this guy.
safe.
I'll take
It's
it.
safe, yeah.
And then let's battle.
But really, at this point, you don't care if it's safe. You're just trying to burn them and win.
The thing is, you can recover 2 relics now in 11.
That is true.
Here.
That is
But
true.
we set ourselves up so we could always do that with 5.
Yeah.
That guy. So I do lose that card.
Magic Zamboni, I am technically not alone. Luke is with me talking in the disembodied head voice space.
So I'm gonna
Hello, Magic Zamboni.
one with my faithful retainer. That is 3 points, I believe. 2 for the bonus, right? Let me look.
Yep.
Yep, so 3 points. Then I get to do it again with the 3, and that's 5 points. And then I lose my faithful retainer for
The second one.
that last one.
Oh, Magic Zamboni. Yeah, and I don't see
And
them getting much farther past that. The game's probably going to end this round.
so live off the land. I'm good. Gather retinue. I mean,
Yeah, with 3 cards in hand, we definitely want to put those into the retinue if we can.
Yep.
And at this point, Erie has to police
Yep.
moles, because if they don't, moles wins, and then moles are the ones who have to police.
Yep.
Badgers, but
Badgers.
that's going to be
Yep.
more difficult since all of the moles are on the board.
I feel really bad for the Vagabond here because they've just had a rough game.
Yeah.
A really rough game.
We've been attacked quite a bit as the Vagabond, and I definitely think that those battles could have potentially been used somewhere a bit more not helpful, but yeah, helpful.
Yeah. It's part of the thing of where being choosing the Vagabond,
Okay.
what it gave you is this risk of you have multiple factions that effectively have free battles.
Yeah, I know there was several times where Eerie chose to battle the Vagabond over battling the moles,
Yes.
and I don't think that was the right decision.
I mean the points, then he
Yep.
wins, and I do not necessarily have the win on my turn. I've been trying to count it out, but I'm not sure about mine. But I could almost guarantee you he has it.
Oh, you can guarantee. Yeah.
Okay, we will
Interesting.
for the table. I will just sleep here for two.
I don't know why you wouldn't kill those cardboard points.
I think it's the vibe of not king making by an action,
Okay, now
which in itself is
Interesting.
an action, but I think we
Yeah.
just don't want to disturb that. But crafting coins is not a bad way to maybe
Yep.
help remove that from the table. Unfortunately, we can only get one, and there's still another one in the deck somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, I think the biggest thing is about they like, okay, I'm going to try to get as many points as possible. Those are nice points right there that you could get from the moles. Like,
Yeah,
just
absolutely.
another 2, you get to 18.
And it's not even a hostility thing, because you can move,
Yep.
shoot it, move, battle.
Yep.
Oh,
Well, there is a badger there, so it would be tough.
that's true.
No, you could still do it. You could do it.
You could do it. But it looks like we are going to be expelling some bandits instead. Yeah, this has definitely been a very tough game for the Vagabond.
oh,
Yeah.
we'll have
Vagabond was hit
Orphan.
much more than was needed.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. What's the new quest? Okay.
Give a speech, I think. Or
Okay.
yeah.
In this case, I can move
Torch and the T.
to Fox and use the crossbow
Yep.
Okay, so we are going to take out that tunnel.
for 1 point.
You know, very legitimate, just getting the
And
points.
that's my turn. I will take 2 cards.
You just made my turn a lot more complicated.
I was hoping he would not just give it too easily.
That's fair for you. That's
Okay, so
that tunnel.
we are now, by taking out the tunnel, it looks like we denied Eerie the win.
Stage where the next, it's kind of like if I don't get it, then moles get it, and if moles for some reason don't get it, then badgers.
Oh, because of those cardboard points? Yeah.
We needed those cardboard points, it sounded like. So it sounds like we denied Eerie the win. So now Eerie
'Cause-
has to think about how to police the moles enough
Yeah.
so they
Because
don't
I'm
get
guessing
the
it
win.
was. I'm guessing they were thinking, okay, like they're gonna get 4 from buildings, so they would have been at 26. So they need 4 more cardboard points beyond. They might have had a craft. They might have a craft.
Well,
in here,
they would have
so-
had 4 cardboard points across that northern strip with 2 from the relic, 1 from the tunnel, 1 from the
Yep.
tunnel. That's 4
Yep.
right there. That was
So
enough.
that was enough.
But now
so-
that that's not enough, we have to think, what does do?
Yep. Which makes it seem like they don't have a craft in hand
Yeah.
because if they did, they could get that extra point that they probably needed.
But yeah, now we have to think, can we have it? And if not, how do we domino police to get
Yep.
another turn?
Which is 3 die. Because the big thing about
Well, we can't kill 3 entirely, which is the issue because of that. But I think we have to kill 3 entirely.
we have to
This is the hard part with moles for me is if we don't kill all of the if we don't kill the buildings, the moles win. But if
Yep.
we do kill the buildings, it means we kill all the warriors, and the warriors can't. And then we don't have warriors for the moles to domino police the badgers.
It's honestly the reason why I know Pat put all that in there to defend it. It almost was a reason to. Well, it's hard because Erie got so high up because of the score. Pat had to defend it.
Mm-hmm.
If Erie hadn't been in this position because where the Badgers had not given that points, I could have seen an argument for moles actually staying off the board just so that they could then be able to still police and then rebuild if they need to anywhere else.
Absolutely.
But due to the Erie score as much as they cannot do that because that's too many free points.
Well, because it's interesting because now if Erie can chew through 1 and 3, they have, or actually even just 1 and 5.
Tablet, that is in the clearing, right? That's not in a forest?
That is in the clearing, yes.
Even honestly, even if they just get through 3 and 5, that's the 4 points they need.
Yeah, that should be in the forest.
Okay.
Sorry, say it again, Lily. I was listening to them.
No, all good. I was just saying that if you just kill the buildings and tokens in 3 and 5, that's the 4 points that they need. So like they just need to.
Yep.
Do they just consolidate their forces and go for that full wipe?
Yeah,
I don't know. Like, do you
it's
do
one
a
of
Hail
those
Mary?
things. It's like yeah. I think
Oh,
you gotta
only
go for
3
the Hail
battles.
Mary.
That might not be enough. Well, we could put more.
Well,
now.
they can add. They could easily have either a bird or a mouse to. They have a safety build easily. They have that, so they could.
You have to focus on the moles because
They could dump and have 5 battles. They could have 5 battles.
Probably.
Oh, Erie thinks they have it.
Ooh.
Probably. No, it's all good. Yeah.
I think Erie could also go for 1, 5, and 11. Just ignore 3 to get the 4 points as well.
Yep. The Badgers might be enabling the Erie win.
It's very possible.
This is where it it's one of those things. If we had that double build from last turn, it'd be a 1 point closer to where we had that. This math would be much easier at this last part of scoring.
We could always double build now.
We could double build now, which
And then
definitely
just
is
do
also...
1 and 5 for battles.
Well, the hard thing about double building is you still get 4 only. You're only getting to 4. You don't get.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Triple. Oh, okay. So that's 5 right there.
Triple builds.
I'm sure the people watching know, but I have 2 craftables, and if I had just built in Bunny last turn instead of Fox, which was so stupid, this would be way easier.
Oh no! We could have built.
I might end up at 29.
Oh man.
Oh no! All right, so yeah, we're relying on battling, and that's legit. I mean, you got to do what you got to do.
Wait, you can't craft it. There's no crossbow.
No crossbow?
I got the.
Long ago.
Craft it first turn.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I totally missed that.
No, this is just
Oh no.
no.
Am I not building in Rabbit last turn?
No. You still can do it.
You still can do it. It's definitely doable.
Rabbit to craft anything in Rabbit.
Oh, there's no boots either.
Yeah, he crafted both the boots.
Now,
I haven't crafted anything.
okay, so 5.
So
It's still doable.
You get 5 points. You're 27.
Wow.
Take out the relic. That's 2 points. 29. Take out the tunnel. That's
Okay. Well,
that's it.
we'll see if I can
Yeah.
Still doing
It's still doable.
It's still doable.
definitely. It is not doable.
Crossbow card back. Oh no, wait, you did take it back. Never mind.
We are definitely at that moment.
Garric dying in the background.
It's either birds win or moles win.
Yeah.
Sadly.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like we're doing what we can to win here, and if that's the case,
Yeah,
then we're not policing bulls, and if we're not policing moles win if it gets to their turn.
Yep.
So let's just see if Erie has it, I guess.
You done that Marine Broker so nonchalantly. I figured you were.
It's
trying to
not Marine Broker.
It's one of those things where the hardest thing about Badgers is that if Badgers get hit and they lose their relics, it can shift the table points off so much. Like,
I was like, oh well. I was gonna discard it anyway. Might as well craft it.
a wacky final turn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna recruit in 9.
I have a feeling I'm about to be really punched.
As well as recruit in 4.
I don't think you're gonna get punched at all.
No, I don't think.
Oh,
I
actually,
think punching is gonna happen in 1. Yeah, punched once in 5.
Yeah, it's really just 1 and 5. That's all.
With 3 builds, yeah. Because that takes us up to the 5 points in
Yep.
just on roosts alone.
Yep.
we'll recruit in 4.
You do need to get to 6. You have to make sure you get to 6.
So that was loyal this
Which is
season. Fox dominance.
Pretty easy. We've
Which is
got
pretty
so
easy.
much move.
We've got
How
so
many
much
cards do
move.
we move? We have 6 cards in move, yeah.
Yep. We got so much move. We just got to make sure we do it all right.
And we
just,
don't
take
need to
our time.
craft in. We don't need to build in bunny necessarily, so we can just move from 2 to 6, and then you're done.
Yep.
Move from 2 to 6, 8 to 12, 9 to 11. You got your 3 builds.
Yep.
Then just position yourself to beat the crap out of 1 and 5.
Yeah.
Mainly 1.
Well, you could even in 5 like also have that second safety. Like there's multiple.
Oh
there's
yeah,
so
you don't
many
even need to
options.
stay in 11 if you go to 5. You're right.
There's a single
Well-
badger there, but you can just tie and you win. You rule them.
Well,
so.
you have to be careful though because of ambushes.
Ambush. Yes.
So
You have to be careful
take,
with
you'd
ambush.
have to take all 3 there.
Yeah. So F11's the safer one. 11's the safer.
Well, but it only requires 4 people in 11, where it requires 3 people in 5. So
That just helps me visualize it.
body-wise, it's better to go to 5.
Yeah.
Just because you need less warriors in there, so you can put more in 1 for the
All right.
for the battle in 1.
11 to
Oh, they're just moving up there, and that's where they're.
using route T.
And then they're just about to move back and forth. The rest of them after they get to where they need to go.
Probably. Oh, we only have 1 bunny move, so we're gonna actually have to spend. We have to go across the northern strip from
Yep.
1 to 5 and 5 to 6.
I mean, we could always go like. No, yeah, we need to build. Yeah, we have to go across the northern strip. Yeah. Are they going to 11?
Let me move from
Yeah, we're just abandon everything. Let's go.
to 10.
I love this. I love this so much. This is making me smile.
Does anyone know where my card
Yeah.
just went?
Okay.
Yeah, that one. Okay. LOL. LOL.
Lost the game, guys.
Okay, so we have a fox. Okay, yeah.
10 using protection.
Yeah, so we're to go to 10, up to
Yeah.
1 to 5, 5 to 6. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna move from
we're just leaving everything. This is hilarious.
Nope. There's no point in protecting it. We might as well keep all our guys.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna move from 10 to the
1.
Yeah.
And now the numbers are gonna matter here.
Yeah.
I'd probably
Wait.
just move 5 over to 5 and then just 1 over to 6.
Yep. That's what I would do.
I'm gonna move from 1 to 5.
Need at least 1 more guy. At least 4.
Yep.
Okay. That's like the safety number right there.
Yep. That's the safety number. And to be honest, you could probably add 1 more and just be totally fine. But like,
With coffin makers. And then 5.
No, only 1, only 1, only 1.
Yeah.
You
Oof.
scared me.
I feel like players do a good job of scaring the commentators.
Oh, absolutely. Y'all scare us all the time. And I get just like, oh,
Badgers, would you like
I go
This
between
is-
like heart attack and like just pure shock half the time.
This is crucial. This is the game right here. This
Yeah.
one is the game.
Yep.
And so
So
a
we need,
bad first
we've got
roll.
2.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It
but
doesn't
it's,
matter,
yeah.
yeah. All
A
right, we
bad
got 2
first
battles.
roll.
hot dice?
That's what we needed. It's a
That's what
2-2.
we needed. Oh no.
No, that's good. That's good.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, but it's close. Oh man.
It could
It's
still fail.
It could still fail, but like
It
that
still
was the
could
best
fail.
we were ever gonna get.
yeah. It's probably this for one. If
Here it is.
ooh,
There it is.
No!
there's a.
One.
That was it.
Yes.
That was only 1 hit.
Oh, it's 1 hit. Oh,
No!
roll. It's 1 hit. No. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's 1 hit. Oh, I. Oh,
That
my
was it. That
gosh.
we're gonna end at 29. We're gonna end at 29. We needed that to be a 3. We were so close. But that's the way it goes. You had to make that shot. Otherwise, I don't think you got through 3, if I'm being honest.
Roll for
With
it.
only 3 battles,
Points.
I don't think.
Yeah, place it wherever you want.
And that's all of my battles.
Woof.
And I will build
Build 3 times. Yep. And then moles win.
in 1. And I will build in
Don't mess up. You know, that's it. Get your 29.
5 and 6.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
My
Well
heart.
Well played by the Erie. Just
Yeah, no,
didn't-
like that was a great shot to take. It like,
5
but
points.
it is what it is. Like that was the way to go. But oh man, my heart still hurts. My heart hurts so much.
Yep.
And now that Pat is more than likely winning this, Luke, you're apparently it's going to be lorded over your head for a while.
Such a good almost.
Yep.
Like, I thought for sure you were getting it off that first.
I'm happy for Pat. Pat did it well.
Yeah, I know. I was like, if you had-
Pat just really wanted redemption with the moles.
So nervous.
That's really
Yep.
what it comes down to.
That is true.
So I think this is very easy.
Don't mess it up, Pat.
Yeah, I just dig once, so I need one less recruit. Doesn't matter where. I'll put it here. That should be
It does matter if you mess it up.
2 points for that. 2 points. So that's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I can banker my hand with Mayor. Yeah. Okay, so we go to daylight with we're gonna continue to ministers. We score 2 for Duchess, 2 for Baron of Dirt, and then we bank our hand with Mayor for 4.
The Draken, we needed all 3 points from the tunnel and the relic.
That was a really fun.
Yeah,
game.
I feel so sad for you. I was like, I thought for sure you had it. I was sitting here going, there's nothing I could do. He just wins.
Wow. Good game, moles. Got our paid out people.
Really well
played out.
everybody.
Yeah, says paid out people.
it was a super good game.
Good game.
Great game, everyone. Really great game.
Oh, man.
Yeah, congratulations,
It's
Pat,
a roller coaster.
with the Moles victory. But thank you, everyone, so much.
Ashamed of myself.
Thank you, everyone, so much for playing. Corey, Mutuca, Waffles, thank you so much for playing in the tournament. Unfortunately, you've now been eliminated, but I really appreciate you joining and playing. I hope you had fun. Thank you. Everyone watching, thank you so much for watching. We have another game tomorrow at, I think, 8 p.m. as well, Eastern Time. So we will catch you then. Have a great one.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.